And this is Bitch Let's Talk. So before we get started into Pop Tart World, for people who live in the state of Maryland, we want to say that Maryland primary elections are coming up June 26th. So your governors, your senators, all that other good stuff that happens for your local government, please vote. So if you haven't registered, please vote. So June 26th, you guys. So on to Pop Tart World. The most hilarious, most ridiculous thing has happened. So Roseanne has gotten everything fucking snatched from her with this racist ass bullshit that she decided to tweet the fuck out. So she decided to tweet that Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equals VJ, who is Barack Obama's former advisor. I don't know why she said that. I don't know if she was on television and she felt inspired. I don't know what the fuck she was thinking about, but according to Roseanne, that she had an Ambien. I didn't know Ambien made you a racist bitch.
No, Ambien put a statement out saying that Ambien don't make you racist.
Exactly. It might make you sleepwalk. You might have some other issues, but turning into a racist bitch is not actually one of them. So shout out to Ambien for making that a clear thing. But the crazy shit is that, one, this is not Roseanne's first offensive tweet. She had a picture of her and an Adolf Hitler mustache with burnt cookies. That was supposed to be like Jews. She
said they weren't Jews. They were supposed to be Palestinians.
Oh, because I
can't
And that's ridiculous.
That's a big fucking difference? Not really.
Right.
Were they like gingerbread cookies too? Like shaped like people?
They were shaped like people.
They were shaped like people, yes.
So
I don't know what the fuck her problem is, and they were showing like different archives of her tweets, and it's nothing but racial, very just disrespectful shit. And that's why her and Trump are besties. You know, he watched Roseanne. He has complimented her all this time. They went to work together. So, you know, if you're Donald Trump's best friend, what kind of fucking person would you be? But the beauty of this story is that the person who snatched the fuck out of all this bitch's edges her name is Channing Dungey. Okay, but she's ABC's first black president, and she was one who actually who pulled it with the quickness. Like, I've never seen a show get so canceled so fucking fast in my life, like in my whole life. The bitch got canceled in less than 24 hours. Like, I've never seen that. So shout out to her, and that's why we need power. We need to be in a position where we can be like, bitch, this is what you're not going to do. Same thing with the Starbucks situation. You know, Keisha Brewer, Brittany. she's the COO of Starbucks, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have closed down every store in Starbucks if that woman hadn't given her input. I'm sure those white people would have just did something completely different. So that's why we need to be in position of power so we can create narratives that make sense. And also canceling racist ass bitches like Roseanne. But
were you affected by the Starbucks thing? Just want to know.
It's a complicated beast. I feel like it was wrong, clearly, but I think it's not really Starbucks. I think it's the perception of how people view minorities in general.
I don't think it's Starbucks at all. I think it was that one racist ass manager.
Yeah, I do. That's what I'm saying.
It ain't even no Starbucks in the hood, so they don't really come in contact with.
But here's the wild thing, though. Here's the wild thing a lot of people don't know. Starbucks spends a lot of money to give underprivileged and minorities scholarships for college.
They do.
They do a lot in the community, which is crazy. You don't see them in the hood, but they do help a lot of black people and minorities. So I ain't have a beef with it, but they were just like, automatic going damage. Like, no, fuck this. We ain't caught in this bullshit. We gonna wrap it up real quick. So I commend more of that. But yeah, Starbucks. I don't drink coffee, but I was like, oh.
Well, how you feel about them appointing Common as the face of it?
That's what I was about to ask.
I think Common inserted himself. I think he wanted to be a part of that, and I think someone who is socially active outside of just being a rapper is a great example, especially somebody who wants to be a part of it. I mean, they could get anyone.
He has to be a part of that.
Is he just gonna be the face though, or
he's on the faces of the training programs.
Yeah.
So on the videos and all the training they did that day, he's one that's on that. He asked to be a part of it.
He asked to be a part of it. It wasn't like Starbucks reached out to him.
Yeah,
like,
he asked to be
we gotta find a local nigga that's a rapper to help smooth things over. It was, I think I need to be a part of this. I think what I believe in and what I can bring to the table can actually perfectly.
So
Did
is
you raise
it
your
going
voice?
to?
I mean,
Do we really think that's gonna change
Are we
something?
still boycotting
Yeah.
Starbucks? Or
I've
no?
never
Like,
wait. I know people might be mad. I never boycotted Starbucks because I don't think it was a corporation thing. I think that was
Yeah, I
a
think it was an
personal
individual
choice.
person because the corporate policy does say if you come in the store to use the bathroom, you're supposed to buy something. But the way the manager handled it, nobody ever enforces that shit.
No one.
That manager had to be on some bullshit that day, so that's what.
But like I said, it's so much deeper than a Starbucks issue. I think that certain people who are afraid of people of color, we need to start changing the narrative of how we perceive people of color. I don't think, they have the racial bias training, so they have something in place to how you treat people of color. But there's nothing that Starbucks can do if you come from a line of racist ass motherfuckers. That's nothing that they can do. We as a society have to change the narrative of how people view us and stop looking at us as criminals, as thugs, as people that we can't trust. You gotta clutch your pearls when you walk down the street. This has to change.
My pearls?
Yeah, your pearls.
I don't have any pearls.
You sure?
I ain't got my fucking pearls.
So are you boycotting the NFL?
So
Yeah, that's interesting.
Fuck the NFL with
Nah.
a sick dick with AIDS on the tip. I don't give a shit if you.
That happens in every.
All right, done. That was
You think so?
I
Fuck
think
the
that
NFL.
happens in every sports league. It just has been highlighted because of what Colin Kaepernick did.
No, man. These motherfuckers put out a fucking statement changing the rules. If you take a fucking knee, that's one of your fucking civil. That's one of your rights. It's in the Constitution. So I can't protest. I don't have a right to protest no more. You gonna fine me and penalize me, man? Suck my dick. That's saying if you black or if you protest against this in this company, your rights don't really matter. Fuck you. No.
But how many black people are going to stop playing football?
They not gonna
stop
give
making
up
millions
their
of
lifestyle.
dollars.
They're not gonna give up their lifestyle, but if they're not gonna give up their lifestyle for their check, that's fine. That's on them. But I don't have to support that shit. I don't have to look at it. I ain't gotta turn it on. I ain't gotta buy none of that shit. And I'm not. Fuck them.
It's not enough people that believe that though.
Yeah.
That's going to
That's
have
cool.
enough.
And that's once again, like, if black people only knew how to mobilize and understand that
It's
we
not
are the
even
majority of. If every football player says, "I'm not fucking playing,"
Yeah.
things would change. White, black, whatever the hell is in
Yeah,
between.
you gotta fuck the bottom. You gotta affect the bottom
bottom
line.
line.
Exactly.
Change.
That's
Yeah.
how you
The
affect
Jets-
change.
The Jets owner said, if anybody want to protest, fine.
I'll pay.
And
I'll
he'll
pay
pay
them.
it.
I'll pay it.
That's cool, but I'm still not watching the fucking NFL. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. I'm not giving them. I didn't watch all last season, and I'm not watching this season.
And I think it's unfair because the whole point of democracy and what these veterans actually fight for
It's
is
for you to have that right.
is for us to have that. We're not. Patriotism is being able to have your own voice and say what you need to say. Nationalism is a completely different thing, and it's like you're following Donald Trump's, little that fucking person.
Yes.
That
Baby hands.
that interesting piece of shit has, and it's like, how did we turn
At
into?
all.
How did it turn into? We're not respecting the flag when he was kneeling for police brutality.
Yeah, it's not even about the.
It's not even about the flag.
It's
No
not the
one's
truth.
talking about
And
the flag.
Like you said, and he was told to kneel from a goddamn veteran.
Exactly.
So if you still fucking with that, I'm gonna give you the side up. I see you in the streets.
And I love football, but the
Fuck
fact
that
that
shit.
that's in place and the fact that they put something like, if you want to protest in the tunnel, bitch, no. I
Even
want to
come
show
on the
the
field?
world
Yeah, nah.
that I'm protesting against these issues because we need to shine light on these issues. And I don't know how these fucking elitists have changed police brutality into, we're disrespectful Americans, we're so ungrateful. But none of you motherfuckers actually, give a fuck about the veterans who are homeless, who have nowhere to go, they have no sense of stability, coming from these very high-risk countries, Afghanistan, Iraq, all this other stuff. You give zero fucks. So how dare you say, this is disrespecting the Constitution? Bitch, these people die for the fact that for me to say, no, I don't agree. So that's absolutely pointless.
I got a cousin that came home from fucking from Iraq, and with crazy PTSD.
I fucking believe it.
And they wanted to give him to run around about getting medication and help. And he finally got some help and some medication. And now the fucking medication was making him even crazier than what he was. and he had to fucking start smoking weed. And that fucking helped.
And they want to keep that illegal.
Right. And he live in North Carolina, and it's not legal like that.
Yeah, well.
So we still got to just buy weed from somebody else and try not to get caught. And he done really fought and bled for the fucking country. What? Man, suck my dick for the back. Fuck you, NFL.
Yeah, so fuck all of you racist ass fucking elitists. Fuck you, Roxanne. I said Roxanne. Roxanne. But fuck you, Roseanne. Fuck Trump and fuck everyone that's like him. So
and that bitch that shit like 70 or 80 years on that shit.
But the crazy thing, I'm more upset that the people who like were working for all these people are out of jobs. They were already greenlit for a second season. They had over $60 million in revenue. So things were going extremely well.
You know why I don't have no sympathy for them?
Because they work with them.
And they knew who the fuck she was before they signed them contracts.
But still, that's a
no,
job.
there's no but still. If you get in the bid with somebody like that, it's a track record. It was done years before.
True.
They was bitching about this shit. They cut her off, and you gonna go back and work with the same motherfucker after she done got older. When people get older, they don't get less out of their ways. They get more. They get deeper into them shits. You go have an argument with an 80-year-old woman or your old man.
Shit, Julia May is enough for me.
The fuck you would.
My grandmother is enough for me.
Knock yourself out.
But shout out to Channing Dungey.
Whoa.
What?
Are you saying everyone knew about her ways? Miss Dungy knows about her ways too. But she really had the show for a season anyway.
But you gotta remember, she's the president. She doesn't oversee people's personalities. She looks at people's projects. So that's completely different. She might have actually known who Roseanne was as an individual. She know her as an actress.
And I only saw maybe 4 episodes.
If you have multiple projects, you're talking about higher level ABC. You're talking about Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, a whole bunch of other shit.
On a contradictory point to what I was saying, the bottom line is, if she was looking at it,
it's money.
After Trump got elected, they realized a whole different part of the country has been ignited again.
Absolutely,
and that's a check. So it was like, as long as she don't go too far, let it rock, because they gonna watch it.
True.
And that's why she's making.
And then she made it hot, too hot, and it was like, oh,
too hot. The bitch made it too hot.
Push the button.
Like,
you seem like they was waiting to push the button. They like, if she get too loose, here we go.
Great button.
Fuck that. We out.
But the fact that she was able to do that so quickly is the shit that blew my mind. And Hulu pulled her shit. CMT. I'm surprised CMT pulled it. The country station.
They don't need that press.
You know what's crazy? The fucked up part about it is, it's gonna sound a little crazy, but Trump really is bringing the country together to the point where it's like, yo, we do not fuck with this nigga. And every day he get a little bit more crazy, and even the motherfuckers I was fucking with, I'm like, yo, I can't fuck with this nigga. He is out of his mind.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, and that's why voting is important.
Oh yeah, these midterms. Get out there, get these midterms popping. Get these midterms popping.
Yes.
Because that's where it starts. That's where it affect.
Yeah, if you affect your House or Senate when it comes to passing bills and passing laws and everything else, and even when it comes to the presidential race for your primaries and see who's actually going to be elected to run, you need to vote, bitch. And if you don't want a second term, you need to vote, bitch. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. That's just, it's really that simple. Do your research to make sure that that person is qualified to your standards, but if you want shit to change, like, it starts with us and it starts with voting. So on to more positive news. Fuck Roseanne. Jamie Foxx has been selected to play Marvel character Spawn. This makes me so fucking excited. So people who don't know about Spawn, it came out in 1997. Wait, are you salty about it?
That's so lame.
How's it lame?
You can't go from Michael J. White to Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, so Michael J. White was the first person.
They're both the same age.
Are they?
Right, but they're like,
but it's two different people.
One is like a karate kid,
but also about this new Spawn, McFarlane's actually directing this.
He's writing and directing.
He's writing and directing.
Spider-Man dude, right?
No, that's the creator who made Spawn.
That's the original dude that made Spawn. It's going to be.
He had nothing to do with Spider-Man.
No. Tommy McFarlane.
No, he's the writer.
He may have done some figures
Spawn.
back in the day for the original with Tobey Maguire and all that motherfucker, but.
This
shit's gonna be way darker than that shit we saw before.
First of all, I remember watching Spawn as a child, and the shit scared me. Shit was equivalent to Tales of the Crypt. It scared the shit out of me.
That shit was
I was like 7. At 7 years old, you was
was like
you
a
old as
long
fuck,
time
but
ago.
I was 7.
There's always a hater. Don't be mad because you're younger than me and we look the same age, nigga.
Oh, we don't.
Yes, we do,
Oh,
nigga.
no, we don't.
Yes, we do, nigga.
Oh, no, we don't.
Yes, we do. Black don't crack. Don't be a hater in your life.
Don't do that. But anyway, so Ty McFarlane actually reached out to Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx reached out to him about 5 years ago with a Spawn idea, and nothing manifested. But then when the movie company reached out to Todd, they were like, "Oh, we have this actor," and he was like, "No, I'm gonna go to Jamie first, and I'm gonna wait for him to say no first before we move on to someone else." So Jamie said yes, and here we are.
I think that shit gonna be good.
I think this shit is gonna be. First of all, people underestimate Jamie. He's a fucking triple threat. Let's not forget, like,
But
he.
why
But why you say to be lame?
I just didn't think that he was going to be a good character for Spawn. Like,
He was a good character.
I didn't think he was gonna be a good character for fucking Ray, and we all see that. I don't even see Ray Charles no more. I don't even think about his face. I don't think Jamie Foxx. I see Jamie Foxx like, hey, what's up, Ray? That's just how it is. He killed that shit. I was like, damn, this motherfucker is Ray Charles for real.
No, and see, the thing about that is Jamie put his heart. He actually lived as a blind person for 6 months. He really digs into the role. Even what was his role in Spider-Man? What was that?
Electro.
Yeah,
he was good.
He was good. He was good as Electro. So
everybody want to get that joint shit. He was good as Electro.
I think he was good as Electro.
Yeah, that motherfucker's a good actor. Fuck that. He already been a superhero twice.
We'll see.
He'll be fine. I think
Ray Charles and Django. If Django ain't a fucking superhero, shit. Fuck your Candyland, nigga.
Yeah, pretty much. So shout out
superhero.
to Jamie. I'm really excited about that. I have no idea when this is going to happen, but it's already in the works. Todd has already started writing for it, so hopefully
probably gonna see it 2020 or 2021.
Yeah, hopefully soon. But Spawn is scary as shit. Not now as an adult, but as a kid, that was some scary shit.
John Leguizamo was the clown. That shit was great.
That was
Yep. It was great. If you haven't seen Spawn, I would definitely watch it. Isn't it on Netflix? Did we watch Spawn
Everything
on
on
Netflix?
Netflix, ain't it?
Did we try to? No, did we? I don't know.
I think we did watch Spawn on Netflix.
Oh yeah, we did the animated shit.
So
Yeah. MTV when they did that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I recommend if you haven't followed up with the storyline, just go ahead and do that Netflix or YouTube or something. So my interesting fucking bipolar person that I called it. I just want y'all to know I called it. Kanye West just released his album. It's called Yay. It has 7 songs and it's only 23 minutes. And on the album cover, it says that he hates being bipolar and it's awesome.
Yeah, but he loves lipo sucking. Fuck on you.
Because bipolar.
Yeah.
Well, yes, and that's why I loved it. I called it. I just want y'all to know that he suffered from bipolar disorder.
That motherfucker ain't bipolar.
He ain't bipolar.
He's not bipolar.
That motherfucker is in a sunken place.
That ain't him. He a clone.
Come on, we're not gonna start. We're not gonna start this again. Nigga, not a clone.
The first song on the album is called "I Should Have Killed You."
That sounds like a nigga that sounds like a nigga that's going through
He
depression.
talking about his old self.
Yes.
Well, while he was on.
Jordan, you said it like you just fucking figured out the
Discover
next
something.
shit. Kanye told you motherfuckers that he was going to do a long time ago.
A long time ago.
As soon as you get on, he leave your ass for a white girl.
Hey,
Man.
and that's exactly what you did.
That motherfucker's in the sunken
I
place.
don't know. So, the album, I feel like it's not really his album. I really feel like it was a Dear Diary. I really feel like he whatever he was feeling, he just
But it just
created.
shows you that all the stuff that he did, all the stuff he said was premeditated because he referenced everything that he did in the album.
True. But this is Kanye West.
all
So
premeditated.
I don't know if this nigga actually made this shit yesterday. Because how the fuck do you make a listening party and then drop your single at 12 at midnight? I mean, your album at 12 at midnight. That's normally not how it happens. And Kanye is a person, he loves giving people credit. There's no features, and there's hella features on the whole goddamn album. And
But
not
ain't
one
only
person
7
made.
songs?
Right, but each song has someone else on it besides the very first song. Every song has someone on it. I'm like, who the fuck is singing? Is this Jeremiah? Is this Ty Dolla $ign? Who the fuck?
I
But
thought I
normally
heard
he
The
names
Dream.
it. I thought I heard the dream too.
Yeah, I thought I
But
heard
I
The
think
Dream.
all is mine is Jeremiah. But that's what I'm saying. Normally he goes out of his way to give everybody a credit. So I'm like, I wonder if he just dropped this prematurely.
He took a left on that album to me because I'm you remember when he released Ye versus the People with
Yeah.
T.I.?
That's not even on there.
That's what I'm saying. He took a whole left
turn.
But
see, Kanye West is so impulsive. I really felt like he went to the listening party, he saw sad faces and X'd out everything and then released whatever everyone liked. Like, I feel like that's the type of person he is. He doesn't really think. He's so emotional. I feel like he had everyone out in Wyoming. Why the fuck you said Wyoming?
That nigga Kanye is an echo chamber.
No,
whatever he hears right then in that moment, he runs with that shit and spits it right back the fuck out.
True.
Without doing any real research on a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's true.
That nigga's really an echo chamber. I'd be like, yo, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not a horrible album, and it's weird because I was listening to My Twisted Dark Fantasy, and I'm like, damn,
album. That was a great album.
I missed this. Where the fuck is he? Where's my nigga? I miss you, nigga. Like, I miss you so much.
He is in a family full of succubuses.
Right.
Facts.
And they have taken him to...
They have taken his fucking soul.
Yeah.
His whole soul.
Like they do every other black man that they meet.
But do all the niggas sign up for the shit?
Every black
man.
I
got money. I gotta fucking Kardashian. I gotta put it on my resume.
Let me get rich. I ain't going nowhere near them bitches.
Because you a smart nigga. But the dumb niggas...
They gonna clone him.
I ain't going nowhere near that. I ain't going nowhere near Calabasas. I'm good. I ain't going nowhere near Calabasas. Fuck that.
Cool. Yeah, fuck that. But the shady shit, so I'm assuming that he's still beefing with Jay-Z because he actually didn't do anything on Tidal.
No, it's on Tidal.
But it's no exclusivity. Because, normally like when albums come out, like with Kanye before, like with Pablo, he did something exclusive with Tidal first, get the, listeners, get the subscribers.
No, but Jay trying to put Tidal now anyway. That's what a part of the beef was about because they was in talks with Apple to try to have Apple buy Tidal too.
Oh, that's actually really smart.
That's what Jay do. Jay buys some shit and flip it. He's bought the dope game to fucking the masses for real. I'm not.
Yeah, to the corporate.
Everything
world.
he gets, he buys for it, chills for a minute, makes it work, and then flips it and get the fuck out of there.
That makes absolute sense. So, hopefully they're not beefing. I like them, but I don't know how do you feel about the album? What you heard so far?
I like it actually. I think Kanye is the type of person that once he dies, everybody's gonna be like, he was a genius, like he was that guy. I really think that. That's how they do him. That's how they do him. First of all, Kanye is definitely a legend, whether you want to believe it or not. He'll always be a legend. The only thing I'm disagreeing with is that motherfuckers been saying Kanye a genius.
Yeah,
every album he's put out has been a fucking.
No, but I'm saying like it's gonna be even more. They're gonna push it even more. Look how they did Michael Jackson. Look how they did Prince. Look how they did. They push it. They push it more after they're gone. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, people always love you when you dead.
I feel like he could have did more with the album.
I really felt like he had everyone out in Wyoming listening to like 50 songs, and then nigga was like, I ain't see enough niggas smiling. I'm cutting this shit the fuck out. And really just cut everything down. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna release it at midnight.
Well, the videos from out there look like it was lit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You wasn't lit for 23 minutes. You had hard songs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like they listened to way more, but because Kanye is such a sensitive soul, I really felt like, yo, the energy wasn't right on track 3. I'm gonna take it off. Like, I feel like he has that type of concept.
So you think it was different songs out there, and then he switched it up?
I think he did. I mean, the whole point of the listen party is to gauge how people are vibing with the song.
I think it was already set.
I think it was done.
I wouldn't be surprised because nobody really does physicals anymore. And with the Pablo joint, remember he won Tidal. He went back in and switched songs up and
in the middle of it.
Oh yeah.
So because now with the streaming, you can just go in
and add whatever you want, or add it however you want,
and add or take over whatever you want.
That's true.
So I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually what he did. But I'm not listening to that shit. Fuck you, Kanye. No streams with me.
This shit was kind of like a bad movie. Like you just listen to it. That's it. You can't you can't replay it.
You don't have a replay value?
No.
I think the very first album.
The first song is I Should Have Killed You Today.
Yeah.
And really, he was like, the chorus is I should have killed you today. I love you, but I love myself more. So I should have killed you today.
Yeah, saying that he wanted to commit suicide. So of course, if I love myself more than you ain't nothing to me. I'll kill you.
Yeah,
killed you yesterday.
But that's what I think. That's what I said. I think that this album showed his psychosis, and I think that's why he wrote what he wrote on the album cover. I think
it's all this album to me is my 808s.
Nah.
808s was good. 808s.
Nigga,
I felt that shit. His mother died, nigga. I felt that out.
He poured his heart into that shit.
808s.
Hold up. So you feel like you should have killed yourself?
It's a good album. You should have after that album.
What, at the 808s?
Yeah.
Nah.
808s is a good album.
Yeah.
I didn't like my beautiful twisted.
What?
That album was fire.
Yeezus got kind of crazy.
Yeezus was crazy as fuck. That was when he died to me. That was this nigga's gone.
But then Pablo came back a little bit.
Pablo had like 3 songs.
I heard this and I was like, man, Kanye is absolutely insane, but he's back. So musically, I felt like he's back now.
No.
You have fun with that,
No.
I won't find out.
I hope that whatever journey that he is on, that he finds some inner peace.
Well, he got another album coming on next week.
I know, with Kid Cudi. That's what I'm saying. Like, I do feel like stuff is pre-calculated, but I also feel like he cut a lot of stuff.
That's gonna be a good album.
He tries to explain
it's
himself.
Gonna be sad.
All that grief you got.
Yeah, because he talked about Tristan Thompson. He talked about his wife. About to leave, like he was like, just leave me.
Bad comments he made.
Yeah, he talks about the
Let her leave you, bro.
Yes.
But he also says he was like, he made a song for her in regards to like, if you a fuck nigga, if you ever fucked up in your relationship, like as a man, I fucked up. It was like an apology to Kim. I don't know why the fuck he apologized to that bitch, but he
holding his life for her.
Yeah, it's the whole family. The whole family is a bunch of thoughts. The mother's a thought.
She just constantly.
The father is a thought. Everyone's just, it just makes me want to vomit. But anyway,
I wonder how it feels to be.
I'm turning that on. Go ahead.
How does it feel to be in high school and go to school with a bunch of other motherfuckers? Knowing they can see him up and neck whenever the fuck they want to.
Oh. Just pull up.
And bang one out to your mom.
That's crazy.
I mean, people done it before. They just have a picture. Shots fired. Bang, bang. So, I don't know how people are going to perceive this album. I'm actually kind of curious what Twitter has to say and what everyone else has to say about the album.
I know.
So... Did you shut up?
Nobody's really like giving like feedback about Kanye's album at this point. Everybody's still talking about the blackface.
Oh, for Drake,
yeah, right?
Yeah, nobody's really like.
That's the reason how I know the album ain't that great. Because I've scored on my timeline like 3 times,
really
and that shit's nowhere on my timeline.
It's like a bad
explanation.
That's just nowhere on my timeline. It's still drinking that blackface on the timeline.
Blackface.
Yeah. Wasn't it from like a long time ago?
It was from 2007.
Yeah, it's from
he was talking about him as an actor and how they want you to play as be a part of a minstrel show and show how it was so hard to be an actor, person of color. But my thing is like, nigga, you black. There's nothing positive. I don't give a fuck. If it's in you, it's in you.
And it's
but with them, when they mix like that and you look closer to the white side.
When I say Drake, I don't say white man.
But acting roles, that's what they try to... I mean, I used to watch Degrassi, so...
I used to watch Degrassi, too. I never thought Drake was white. In that wheelchair.
I didn't think he was white, but I can see that in Canada in their TV roles where they try to push... When you have mixed people like that, and that's what some actors do talk about, how they want to push that white side of you and not the black side. I don't know what the black face is.
But the big thing about it, he didn't want nobody to know he did that, though.
Yeah. Right. I ain't never seen that.
That was Barry. That was Barry.
He tried to buy that shit, but he didn't have a big enough show.
He tried to. I mean,
tried it.
And Pusha T just resurrected the fuck out of it. So that's absolutely hilarious. So that's interesting. So far,
I didn't even know Kanye's album came out.
I didn't even.
So
I didn't know.
That's news.
The only reason why I knew about it was someone made a statement about one song, and I was like, "What are they talking about?" I don't know. It was like one song, the first song where he's talking about killing himself, and I was like, "Huh?" And so when I went to Apple Music, I was like, oh, this nigga really dropped a motherfucking album.
Yeah,
I thought it was maybe a single.
Everybody on Good Music will be dropping in the next 2 months.
Yeah.
And everybody
I knew that. I didn't
next
know.
month.
Yeah.
Everybody coming out in June.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Tiana Taylor's album.
Songs.
That's my bitch.
Really?
Everybody's
So that's what's playing the 7 songs. I remember, what's his name?
Pusha T.
Yeah.
Everybody's.
He just came out last Friday.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to Tiana.
Kanye made 35 beats.
Yeah.
5 albums coming
Like,
out,
look.
7 songs.
But that's why he told Pusha that's why he didn't want it to make it any bigger than that because he didn't want to do all them beats. But you just said you did 5 beats a day for 3 summers.
Yeah.
I didn't do 1 to 35 beats in a month.
Pusha T album was alright.
I fuck with Daytona.
It was too damn short though.
I know. I wanted more. I wanted more.
Really jam up, do nothing in the house good with that. But he said he wanted to make it longer, but he said he might make it everybody shit 7 joints. I was like, God damn it, man! I need more songs.
I feel like it's just like all preludes because knowing Kanye, I feel like there's always going to be the second shoe. There's always the second shoe.
Yeah, his joint next week, like you said.
Yeah, so.
I'm good.
I am excited about Tiana Taylor's album.
Man.
Yeah, Tiana
I can't wait.
Damn that. He making an album with Nas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna sound.
Wow.
Nas on Ye beats, and it better not be 7 fucking songs.
It is. It is gonna be 7 songs.
I mean, that's just how it's gonna be. So for our Black Magic for this week, Macy's has announced that Paula Price will be appointed the National Department Store's CFO starting July 9th. And she has over 30 years of finance experience. And she's currently a full-time senior lecturer in the Accounting and Management Unit at Harvard Business School. And she's held that since 2014. And she's also on the director board of Western Digital Corp, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts, and Financial Guarantee Insurance Company. So
You got too many jobs, lady.
there's no such thing as that because that's how that Black girl magic works. But shout out to Paula. I love this. Same thing with Keisha Brewer. So like if somebody acting the fuck up, we can just snatch you, bitch. Because we don't want to, but if we have to, we shall. So starting July 9th, I think the person before her is retiring, so she has a whole bunch of experience. I don't know if she's going to still teach at Harvard or not.
She should.
She should.
Because Macy's, like,
are
they listening a lot?
I don't know. She's on like 5 different boards, so obviously she'll make time.
Is she married?
I don't know.
Doubt it.
Look, your career comes first. Whatever you love the most, that comes first. So shout out to Paula Price. I'm sorry. I don't. Yes. I can't. But shout out to Paula Price. That is absolutely amazing. Being the CFO of Macy's, I would never expect that coming. But when I think of women of color, I think about Keisha Brewer, who's in a Fortune 500 company, who's the CEO of Starbucks. So once again, we need to be in these very high up positions where we can change the narrative, where we can create rules and change the dynamics of whatever this company entails. So shout out to her. So for our panel discussion for this week, I know we've been running our mouth the entire time. So, so I want to introduce everybody. So Kurt is here. Hey, Kurt.
Hey.
And Miss Brittany B.
Yo.
And a Kanye hater now, Diedrich.
What up, though?
My little sister, Diamond.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Delay.
How you doing?
What is that? Okay, Suge, I see you. Okay, so this week's topic discussion, we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts on a first date. We're going to give you some first dating tips. So I had a conversation with a couple of my friends, and I might be a little biased to men because what the fuck y'all be doing? Y'all do too much or too little? What? Y'all do too much or too little? So I'm going to just do...
You sound ungrateful.
Right.
Ungrateful?
Too damn picky.
Yeah, what's too
much?
What's too
I'm
little?
even-
What's too much? If
So-
you say too little.
Okay, so I'm not going to put people's names out here, but there has been a situation where a man was like over flooding her with gifts. And she didn't know who he was as an individual. Because, like, I think the first date is just like, hey, my name is so-and-so. Kind of just, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite movie? Just understand that it's the very first date. You don't need to shower me with, like, wedding gifts.
Would you accept those gifts?
Would I accept those gifts? I mean,
Thank you.
No further questions.
I beg to
Fuck out of here.
No further questions.
I beg to differ because I think when it's too soon and too early, like first few dates with gifts and stuff, like you just said, I'm a little different.
Everybody like free shit cut.
but I do feel like if it's excessive, you're overcompensated, and I'm automatically gonna think your dick is whack. Because why the fuck are you showering me with so many gifts?
Because I'm trying to pay this pussy go the fuck home.
Exactly. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Why somebody can't just pick up something as a gesture, trying to separate themselves from other guys?
How about it?
Okay, one gift is one thing. But if you got balloons, flowers, cards, and candy like this Valentine's Day, that might be a little too much.
Once again,
some girls do want that.
would you accept it?
Yes.
Me personally.
No further questions.
The defense restaurant.
I don't speak on the behalf of women. I just speak on the behalf of women that's general like me.
She is.
And that's where I'm different. We different. She
Yeah.
would accept it.
I would accept
I
it.
would be like, I don't know.
It might
This
be
too
too much.
much.
So you
And
would
then
look at
you
it like it was
expect-
crazy?
Yeah.
But would you tell us too much?
All right, but on the other hand, when the guy don't do shit, y'all complain about
Yeah,
that
then you
too.
complain about that.
God damn.
Well, that's
So
what's
what's the-
what's the in
That's why you
between?
gotta meet in the middle.
So that's what I'm saying.
What is the middle?
So first of all, when you ask,
you got to give us a scenario.
Yes.
Did this happen to you or something?
it did not happen to me. It happened to a friend of mine, and she was
Okay.
overwhelmed. She didn't like it.
Tell us the
because
gift. What kind of gift was it?
So it was like flowers. It was chocolates. It was a note. It was I don't know. It was something else.
That don't sound like it's too much.
You spent like $12.
Jewelry.
No. We talking about this specific.
Shoes.
This particular conversation.
Well, but the female felt like
So flowers,
$12.
candy,
I don't
a
think
note.
that. I'm
and a
talking more
note.
like.
Hold on. What you've been told by TV, internet, all this other
Yeah,
bullshit that you
that's
should
true.
do.
That's
She
true.
wasn't fucking with.
But you can't have the
Some
TV
women
as
are
a
like
general
that.
consensus of what the person wants once you just ask them. That's the whole point of having dialogue with
But
someone.
he didn't know. He was trying to be nice.
It's a first date.
Okay, well, I'm not talking about those type of
Oh,
things. I'm talking about like jewelry, shoes.
He had flowers on the first date.
It depends
Yeah.
on your budget. If you
Yeah, that might be
balling,
kinda-
that's little. For you.
Might be kind of wet.
What happened?
What'd you say?
He had flowers on the first date.
That's traditional, though.
Well, that's
I'm not mad at that.
I don't think that's bad because he's trying to be
Yeah, I'm
like.
not mad at flowers on the first date.
I got you some.
I gotta
flowers.
see how it
I'm
goes.
trying to
Maybe
win
the
you
second.
over.
No, I ain't
I
mad
gotta
at flowers on
see.
the first date at all.
You can get somebody
Flowers
on
is
the
not
first
bad.
date.
On the first date?
It's
Yeah.
real gifts.
You can get
That's
somebody
bad.
flowers.
I mean,
Flowers cost you what, 5, 10 hours?
Right.
but there's some people who
maybe
gets like an
15
actual
if you
assortment
get it.
and
I
not
gotta see how it goes.
not the market brand. There's some people who actually have a florist, and then they
Yeah, that's
actually
true,
give a
But
But even still,
they
even
are
still-
right. Most women do want that.
not on the first date.
Well, not the
Yes.
first, maybe the second. The first date
And
is
here's
fine.
one
The
that's
first date is
the
fine.
first date.
The
She
first
wants
date is fine.
flowers.
Not saying that that's
I
what
do
we
not
we're
want flowers for my
expecting-
first
no,
date.
No. We're not expecting that.
We-
But most women
we in
would
a-
be opposed.
We in like a
opposed to
thirsty
that.
type of
I've done
era.
flowers on
So
the
I
first
don't
date.
think
Yeah, I don't.
on the first date. I don't think that's good.
I don't think that's
flowers
good.
on the
Like
Why?
second
Why
and the
wouldn't it
third.
be good though? I mean, why wouldn't it be a good gesture?
All right, check this out. I met you such and such, right? We talk on the phone for like a week. We meet up. I got flowers sitting on the front seat. First date. I don't even know.
Yes, you really
don't-
like
I don't see what's wrong
Okay,
with
remember
that.
that movie?
It's a-
Remember that
yeah,
movie
something
we
nice
just
to
watched,
do.
Ibiza, the movie on Netflix.
All right,
Okay.
so
Say for
you
instance,
so we
love it,
leave.
you have
We
a
leave.
chemistry.
We do the date, right? I give you the flowers. You
No,
leave.
but see-
When you call your homie, what you say?
This bitch ass nigga got me some flowers.
No more flowers.
But you know what? But hold on. No. Go off just what you said. You told your homegirls,
No.
this bitch ass nigga got me
Because-
flowers. No. He gets bitch ass nigga got you flowers got me flowers on the first date. So you tell it to your homegirls. That homegirl has a little cousin or brother, somebody. She tell that to, and next thing you know, she tell it to him. he's like, well, man, fuck this. I
Yeah, I'm not
ain't
getting
these
no flowers.
bitches. Not
Right.
fuck these hoes.
But then
and that makes a fucking stereotype of a nigga here. Like, man,
Exactly.
fuck this bitch. I ain't doing shit. Fuck out of here.
Well, first of all, why are you in my business?
Exactly.
You a child, staying in a child's place.
No, she got
Yeah,
no. Your best friend has a brother or a cousin or somebody else that's a little bit younger than her and is probably in the area. He was that shit, having laughing and giggling about this shit, and now he has a statement like, man, I ain't buying no fucking.
But if you mind your business, you wouldn't know nothing.
But no,
flowers on the
But
first date.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't respect a female. I'm not saying that at all. But I think it's a little extra on a very first date.
Flowers on the first date depends on a lot of things.
First of all, you don't even know, bitch. You don't even know what my favorite flower is. I don't like roses, so you shop at my roses. I'm not happy.
It's the gesture of it,
right? It's the
but
thought.
Yeah,
it's
the thought that counts. So I don't.
But it depends on a lot of things. I'm gonna weigh a lot of options. I'm gonna weigh what kind of shoes you had on, what you had on.
Wait, what?
No, that's
gonna determine. That's gonna determine if I'm gonna bring you flowers.
We
on the
look at all
first
that
date.
shit. We
Where
look
I
at all
met
that
you
shit.
at? If I met you in a bar at 2 a.m. and our first date is that very next day for brunch,
That's different. Okay, but
so it's
let's
a
just
different
go back
place.
to the point. If you tell your girls that he got you flowers on the first date, I guarantee you, I put it in my group message right now. At least out of 5 friends, probably 4 of them gonna be like, "Oh,
exactly." That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, wow.
If I text my group chat that a nigga got me flowers on the first date, they all gonna have the wide-eye emoji like, bitch, he a serial killer.
It's 2 types of women.
What?
How much pussy y'all got no flowers on the first date?
I don't want flowers on the first date. I'm not saying that I don't want flowers on the first date. I just think that's a little extra for me. So let's toss a turn for some men who want that.
Wow.
But what I really do appreciate is men who plan. I love men who plan. I would appreciate more than some fucking flowers.
Okay, but the same type of man that's gonna plan is the same type of man that's gonna buy you flowers.
Not necessarily.
How about it? Because that was a plan.
More than likely. Yeah.
Okay, but you don't have to give me flowers to be a part of the plan. You can, but I'm saying like as far as like
I'm that's the type of person.
I get it, but you don't have to get it today. You don't have to do it on the first date. I'm not saying that I don't want flowers.
Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, back to what they're saying. Skip the first date.
We're talking about the first date.
We are talking about the first date.
Exactly.
Well, the first date, I don't think that's bad. Because if you go down the line to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th date, if he has not gotten you flowers on the first date or whenever, none of those dates, you're going to be like, he'll never buy me flowers.
But if you don't, my thing is, you have to have dialogue with people to understand who you are. So the first date for me is introduction to who you are as an individual. And that's just like basic shit.
So if that's such a bad thing, if they bring you flowers, you're going to be like, this nigga ain't shit.
I mean, I'm not gonna say you're not shit, but then in my mind, I'm gonna one, you didn't even ask what my favorite flowers are. 1, 2, you didn't even ask if I'm allergic. What if I don't like flowers? What if I'm not a woman who likes flowers?
I'm honestly not a woman that likes flowers, but I would still take them. Yeah. I've never been into flowers. I'll be like, oh, those cute, but I don't want to take care of them. right. I don't want to take care of them. I let them die, and I'd be like,
I mean, if you want to be funny enough to be nice,
they already did, baby.
Well, I'm just saying, I let them. I don't. They cute from afar, but taking them home and stuff.
I think I can appreciate someone who values who I am and understands that first before you make those type of decisions. Because if somebody is allergic to flowers and you bring that to me, they might actually have to turn them down, and that might be an embarrassing situation.
That's fine. You say, "Oh no, I'm looking for flowers." Oh, my bad, cool.
My bad. Throw them in the trash.
Cool.
Right.
But
it's not really the flowers that they're giving you. It's the
thought.
It's the
gesture. They
of
buy her some freaking
roses
and her favorite flowers.
He's just trying to show you.
Oh, that's just another favorite flower. That's special. I feel very special.
Well, ain't no special, but the flowers ain't do shit with it.
It's the type of flower, my nigga.
Get the fuck out of here!
Because you don't have a florist, you be going to Giant and Safeway to get my flowers, bitch. I don't want that.
Hold phone, don't play me now. I do not go to no motherfucking Giant to buy flowers. Don't jump on that window. Don't jump on that window.
Ain't nothing mad with giant flowers.
I know they roses.
I don't do roses.
Them just be talked about. Them just be bruised.
You gotta pick through them. You gotta pick through them.
Yeah, you never
some nice
see
flowers.
like, God, these shit's all fucked up.
There's nothing wrong with giant flowers.
Thank you.
You just gotta make your own bouquet when you get there. You
Right.
take one from here.
Nigga, you go to motherfucking John at 2:00 in the morning. You ain't making no motherfucking bouquet. You ain't making no motherfucking bouquet.
Okay, so a do that I feel like would be good is to compliment the person that you're with. So I think men should compliment the woman, and I think a woman should compliment the man. Nah, can we not make this
That's
an
a
urban
don't.
situation?
That's a don't.
No,
Don't
but
be
it's
like,
if a girl comes out and she's like, "Hey, you look really beautiful tonight," that's nice.
Don't.
And you be like, "Damn, sure you fat as fuck in that dress."
Guys,
No,
don't
no.
want that.
Well, that same nigga's also eating chicken boxes all weekend.
No, we don't want that. And ladies don't feel. I mean,
You know, feel want that.
and feel free to compliment the man.
You look nice.
Yeah, you can say, "Oh, you smell good," or "You look nice." "Oh, I really like your outfit."
But
or
what if
something
the
like
woman's
that.
not that type of person? What if it's a parquet woman?
Hey. What's slanting my Paul
Hey, I don't have a problem with parquet women. Let me let that be known. But I'm just saying, like, every woman's not the same. So some women get turned on by that. Like, damn, you got a fat ass. Like, some women like
That's
that.
true.
I guess it's
Some
how
women
you
like
pick her
that.
up. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
I guess that's
Yes.
true.
How, where did you meet her?
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
if you met her at a strip club, that makes sense. But
But most women like the strip club.
Right.
depends on what kind.
I haven't.
Not
Most
the.
women love the strip club.
I love the strip club, but what kind of strip club? Not the ones who have like the bad implants and the cellulite and the gunshots in their butt cheeks. I seen a bitch with a gunshot wound at the strip club. I'm dead serious.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of cellulite, baby. We love it.
And Norma jeans.
Yeah.
Norma.
Shout out to Norma.
No, not shout out. Don't shout out on this bitch. Because your bitch don't look like she washed. And I don't like stuff like
Come
that.
on.
The one bitch danced in front of me, she had an odor. And it's like, you're naked, bitch. You need to take care of this. You can't come out here smelling funky. But anyway, I digress from that
fellas,
situation.
real quick tip. Always make sure you smell great when you leave that house.
Absolutely.
If you
The
don't
pussy
know what
get
cologne
wet
to
when you
buy,
smell good.
if
The
you don't know what
pussy
cologne
gets
to
wet.
buy, when you go into the store and do not go into motherfucking Target or Marshalls, no shit like that. Take your
Target.
body
I didn't know they had
to the
cologne.
motherfucking the Nordstroms.
And stop getting that
Yeah,
Axe body wash, bitch. We know all the fucking
And-
scents. Get some real
Ask
scents,
a
okay?
woman what she prefers to smell on a dude.
Facts.
And then check it with your body chemistry, because you might buy some shit that don't mix with your body chemistry.
Yeah,
That
facts.
is true. You may buy a musk and your body ain't built for that shit, and you smell wild crazy.
Smell thing for females too.
You know what I'm saying? If you got
Men
a musk,
love
you
a
know,
woman that smells extremely good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They like to like
That's the
inhale
best
it.
feeling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so serious.
You smell amazing.
I do not like. I don't like women that don't smell good. Like, if you smell good, you can get compliments all
And it's not
goddamn
just
day.
the fact that you stink. I want people to understand that. It's not
You just
you
don't have a
stinking,
scent.
but you don't have a
Well, I
scent.
don't put
But
perfume on
men
everything.
love to smell
Yes.
something, and certain smells arouse the body.
Yes.
I think you're moving too fast on the first date. We should back up some. Like, we should. How
Oh, I
long?
was smelling it on my first date.
Oh yeah. We gotta get to that. We gotta get to that point. Like, how long do you talk to the person before you go on the first date?
That's good.
What
That's a
time? What
good
time
question.
stamps is good for a first date? Should you go out with somebody in the morning?
I think
in the evening?
whatever is more feasible. I think a lot of us are super consumed with work and school and life. So a lot of times it's not like, I want to see you the next 24 hours. Sometimes some women might think like he's pressed. And some people like, well, I don't have any other time until next week, so I'd rather just get this out the way. So it kind of depends on the personality.
Well, would women be opposed if the guy did want to go on a date right away, like the next day?
Yeah, I
Why
want
would
to.
women be like, because you know when you get the number, everybody goes through this, men and women, when they're like, oh, should I?
You
should
supposed
I
to do that
call?
fucking 3-day
Should I
wait,
take-
grace period.
Yeah, should I
Grace
wait? How
period,
many
everybody
days should I
wants to
wait? Yeah, people do that.
I don't
But
know.
it's
These
such a
people
rush
now is
thing
different.
if you get the number and
Hold
right away.
on. You said number. First, you gotta start with a DM first.
Yeah.
gotta work.
That's the
Nigga,
new
I'm
wave.
outside.
That's the new wave.
No, that's the new wave though.
That is the new way.
You gotta work your way up.
Don't DM me unless it's for business purposes. I do not want you. I like to meet people
No.
organically.
I'm not saying it like
Some
that.
people
I'm
do.
just saying like, say if you meet someone out on the street,
Right.
they're not comfortable with giving you out, their phone number at
Right.
first. So just
So
hit
you
me.
still
on
gonna
get
such
that
and
number
such. Yeah,
before
that's what I'm
you
talking
call
about.
Everybody use social media.
I don't get
So
on
you
my
think I'm
social
gonna
media. Well,
Text you, DM you the entire time, and then
Right, and then did you?
and then say, "Oh, here my number. Here's the address to my place." Like
yeah.
the fuck.
Well, if you meet in person, it depends. Some girls don't. Some girls be like, "Oh, you can have my Instagram first, and then they might."
That's
Go in
what
steps.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, go in
sometimes you
steps
don't
like
want to
that.
give your number out.
I mean, it's
And
so
you
many
might
ways
do
to
that.
block a nigga. It's not gonna matter.
Exactly.
So.
Well, right. But if you don't block them and they got a shot and they shoot their shot and then you take it and then I see what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean, I
'Cause
guess.
that has happened.
I mean, but some guys, they're so, not all guys, but some people are just so pressed. And it's like, oh, you got my number stored. And so, like, now
Yeah.
you can't even lie effectively. Remember when you can just, like, give a fake number and walk away?
Mhm.
Now
They
they
wanna
want
make
to
sure
call
you
your
call
phone.
them.
It's like,
Like,
oh,
hold on,
I'm
let me
calling
call you real
out.
quick.
That's not
Make
new.
sure you-
That's old. That's old as shit.
Well, they want to make sure you
Niggas been
call
doing
them
that.
and lock it
I'm
in.
gonna call you right now, real quick.
They want to take your phone, put their number in your phone.
Yeah, or they'll say, like, oh, give me your number real quick.
Give
I'm
me
going to
your
call you. What's your
yeah.
number? I'm going to call you right now.
Right now.
And it's like, nigga, I gave you Pizza Hut line. I don't need you calling me the fuck right now.
Right?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
can't they just not give their number out?
Because they niggas hip to that shit.
Why
Like,
can't they just
Yeah.
say
Say no.
no?
You know.
No.
I would rather you just say
But
no.
okay, I
yeah,
guess
just say
that's
no
the
shit. I
first
appreciate
Like,
it.
just be
Like,
straight up.
Yeah, but some women
'Cause
really
then you
do
give 'em
feel
false
bad.
hope.
Because,
Right.
especially, in Baltimore, because that's where I reside, niggas will be like, fuck you then, bitch!
You goddamn right.
Little butthead bitch, you little fat bitch, your
Because why
mother
you gonna
bitch,
give us the
your
wrong
mother
number?
bitch.
If you give me the wrong number, yeah,
No, that's
you
if you
get
say
that.
no.
No, if you say no.
Oh, okay. Well,
No,
no, I
I'm
don't
not
know. I'm
interested.
saying no. I would
You
rather you say
And
no.
I'm
You
not
can't
even.
say no, you're not interested no more. You gotta be like, no, I got a boyfriend. No, I can't. No,
And that's
And
not even
then-
enough.
Right, I'm like, oh, you can't no friends. I know
No
your man gonna be
friends.
on. I'm just gonna be your friend. I can be your best friend, bitch. Shut
No.
the fuck up.
Yeah,
We're not gonna be
shut
friends.
that up. Right. Come on,
We're
man.
not gonna be friends at all.
Right.
Like niggas just don't
I'm
respect.
so glad I'm not single anymore.
So y'all just say no. Y'all just say no.
No, I'm trying to say.
Well,
Like,
you just saying when you do say
You just can't
no,
take a no and keep it
you
pushing?
can't
Right. That's
react.
what I'm saying. Like you don't just say no.
no, I would say like, oh, I would say
knows
like,
my
thank. I would
life.
say
Right.
normally.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Normally,
Some
I would
guys
say
can't
thank
handle
you,
Right.
and I would say no, thank you. I'm like, oh, I'm not interested because sometimes, what if you don't have a boyfriend? I don't feel like it's right for a woman to always lie and say that she has to be in a relationship
Yeah.
for you
It's
to
just
not
that-
fuck with
that
me.
Still don't matter.
So
And it still don't
what
matter.
happens when somebody successfully gets in?
What the number?
The
Yeah.
number.
How do we
and-
get to the dating process?
Okay.
I mean, normally you like text like, hey, good morning,
Conversation.
just normal
Good
conversation.
morning, text. How are you?
good morning, beautiful.
Good morning,
Yeah,
beautiful.
good morning.
That's how you know.
Any of those.
If they say good morning, beautiful,
They on that shit. They trying to fuck.
say-
Two
if they say-
days
y'all
later.
like
If they
it,
say
don't
good morning,
stop
dude, that
it.
shit was a group text. This session around like 20 people. Get the fuck out of here.
I can't.
Yeah,
You
no.
just feel the convo. You have a good conversation.
Yeah, you text,
and you
you
feel the
call.
vibe.
Yeah.
You're like,
Some
okay.
people are scared for the phone call though.
And then
I feel like if you don't talk to me on the phone, you have social.
But yeah, I
you
like
don't have to do
phone
social
calls.
skills.
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna tell you something real quick that I used to use that work like a motherfucker. Act like you don't want that shit at all. Oh man, that shit drives me
Yeah,
crazy.
because then girls be by.
Act like you don't want that pussy at all. son.
And let me tell you niggas something, because you come across females like me and they'll say, bitch, fuck
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Whatever.
Adios. Hasta
like
mañana,
party,
bitch. I'm not.
Act like you ain't
You
sweating
di-
that pussy, man. Don't worry.
Let me
about
tell you something. You act like you're not interested, bitch. I'm gonna return the favor.
Well, yeah,
Whatever.
because you gotta think about it. Some
What the
women already got kind of like a line up.
Yeah.
And
And
y'all
we
wouldn't
feel
know?
like,
Like,
Oh, you never know.
oh, bitch, I got Cavaliers
the nigga that
team
ain't
or
stressing about
Golden
fucking you,
State.
you
I
wanna
should
give
say.
him some pussy.
well,
Not the ones that's pressing you.
that's
That's
It can be a balance of both, but so another don't. Please stay off of your phone. I understand that people are obsessed
Yeah.
with social media, but if
Yeah.
you're trying to get to know someone and you're consistently in your phone, get the fuck off of it.
Are you gonna
But
stay off
today-
yours too?
Absolutely, it should be
Yeah.
mutual.
What about this?
What?
If you pull your phone out to take a picture,
That's different. That's different.
And that's not gonna take the whole day.
Yeah, that's not going to take the whole date. That's what, 10
If you
seconds?
like,
No, it's.
Can I get your food? Don't shampoo yet. Don't shampoo yet.
No. That's a turn off for me.
If we want out of the Asian tourists, I guess.
People be like, this generation,
So
that's
you
just
never
what
had
they
steak
do.
before? Okay.
Right.
And they be like, hold
You
up,
can't have
hold
this
up.
moment
Don't
just
eat
to us
yet.
and-
Let me set the table up.
Yeah, I hate that.
Let me set the food.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
no.
okay. Wait,
Yeah,
back up some. All right,
But see, some people
you know,
have that. Depending on what kind of date you have, and ladies, please, I have a pet peeve of this. Some women wait until a man can take them out to go to restaurants that they would like to eat at. So for them, it's like this very luxurious experience. Me and my bitches, we eat the way we want to.
Yeah,
fuck.
if they
My
can't,
bitches.
if them and their
So can I?
bitches
So
can't afford
okay.
it.
So y'all. No.
Can you explain it? What do you mean?
She's
That's not
saying
a
like
conversation.
versus okay, me and my friends would go out to happy hour, right? That's when we go out. We go out to eat. We go to happy hour.
Okay.
Everything
Right.
discounted.
Right.
Applebee's, Fridays, whatever.
I'm fucking
Right.
I'm fucking with you, yo.
But when you go out on a date, you gotta like,
You
where
want
wanna
Ruth
go?
Chris, Sullivan's,
Can we go to Ruth
Morton's,
Chris?
Prime
Right,
Rib.
bitch. Did you go there last week?
Right.
Right. But that's what she's
What you
saying.
last
Don't wait.
You ate Star Goals?
Let
That's
that
Right,
Yeah.
don't. I mean, my thing is like, whatever your financial situation is, I don't think it should be a man's burden for you to treat yourself to something that you want. If I go somewhere and I'm out with someone, that's because that's how I treat myself. So the way I want to be treated, I want that to be repeated with someone else or, shown through someone else.
So
But
he
if
has
they
to take you to high scale.
No, I'm not saying he has to do
Right,
that, but
if
I'm
he
saying
takes
for
you.
some females who do that, I
Not
don't
wait
like
until
that.
they get a date to go with
Yeah, because it's like, if you really
Oh.
want to go to
They
Ruth
wanna
Chris,
tell you
bitch,
where
go to
to
Ruth
go.
Chris on your check. Like, why are you waiting
Oh,
for some
okay.
man to spend all his money
Because
that you really
she
don't
ain't
fuck with?
Because she don't have
Should
it.
I like that?
She's taking the opportunity.
Good job.
Thank you.
She just taking the man.
Man, like, I'm being saved some money.
And some women look at it like this. Some women, I don't know why, but if he's
don't
willing
know
to
why?
spend, well, I guess so. I don't know.
You know what?
But like, let's just say this is an example of a woman like that. If he's willing to spend, he willing to take me here. We ain't going to Fridays or the normal.
Please don't go to Fridays.
I'm just saying. That's just a.
We're
it's
not
just
walking
in
down
my
the
head.
road again.
We was just talking about that, so it's
And I
in
want
my
to
head.
go again.
But I'm just saying,
No,
the
I just hate
typical,
Fridays.
the typical like small scale restaurants like that.
Doesn't the
If you
guy
willing to
usually
take
pick
me-
for the first date anyway?
And that's another thing.
So the woman doesn't even have a.
Well,
But normally y'all niggas don't
We're
plan.
in a new generation, so the women a lot of times have to plan it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the nigga be like,
Bullshit.
where you want to go?
No.
I mean, it's going to sound
bullshit.
crazy, but in this day and age, I think the first date should go half on the first date.
I was just
Hell
about to
no.
ask that.
Okay,
Hell
Does the
no.
man have to
Because-
pay?
Hell no.
Does the man
Hell
have to
no.
pay?
Because
Hell no.
Shut up.
Fuck no.
A lot of times, when I hear women say they feel like, dude feel like he's obligated to something because he paid for dinner and all that other kind of shit, which is fucked up. I'm not saying that's not fucked up. So to negate that, the first date, y'all go half on this shit.
Bitch, we ain't going Dutch.
I like
We
that.
ain't doing
Well, I
double
think-
Dutch. We ain't doing none of that.
I think
You want to
okay, I
pursue
feel
me?
like
You want this pussy?
Right.
You trying to fuck me?
You want this
Are we
dick?
hitting on
You want this dick? My dick is on the menu too.
Right.
Because 9 times out of 10, I don't want your dick. How about
Shit
that?
getting ugly.
Maybe I just want
Come out here then.
Right.
Bitch, I want a free fucking meal. Because bitch, I want a meal.
What we do this for?
I wanted your conversation and
You
your
know what?
wallet, bitch. That's all the fuck I wanted.
Now the truth comes out. You see how that shit flipped on y'all niggas?
but some women do.
You see how quick that shit flipped just now?
Just want to be-
Y'all see how quick that shit just flipped just now? Y'all see it? Okay, we going half. Fuck out of here.
Right.
But some
I
women
got this
do.
five
Let me tell
guys
you
jumped up
something.
before you real quick.
But here's
These
the
fucking
thing.
fries.
Bitch, you give me some motherfucking Five Guys, I will
You
smack
gonna
the
eat
shit out
that
of you
shit
with the
like a
burger.
motherfucker in your
Surely
car
is.
and talk shit to your homegirls and she's licking that fucking grease off your
Oh no,
fucking
bitch,
car.
I will walk the fuck
Bullshit.
out.
You ain't
Okay,
a
but
good
wait,
first
wait.
date.
I
think,
Oh.
I think okay, two viewpoints. It depends on your circumstances. I think.
And
Okay,
what
like I
neighborhood
said,
you come
like I
from where
always
Five Guys
go-
is acceptable.
Well, no, I just always go back to like in college. When you in college, two young
Yeah,
people
that's
in college.
different.
If somebody want to go
Everyone's
out
poor.
on a date, it's like kind of sort of you gonna go Dutch, y'all going.
Yeah, because both people are
And you
poor.
gonna be-
You're still kids.
Right, you don't have so certain.
But when you a grown ass man, nigga.
But if the guy is you older, the
Right.
guy is
If
pursuing
you ask me
you.
out,
If a nigga asks me out and the check come and you look at me, bitch, oh hell
So
to
if
the
we pay
motherfucker
that
no.
bill, what we get?
You get a
got my
thank you.
company.
You got my company in my conversation. The
That's some
fuck?
What if the
bullshit.
conversation was trash? And I feel like,
Right.
you know what? I don't like
If you don't have no money in your bank account, then don't date. If
I
you a
don't like
poor
it.
nigga, stay in the house.
Damn.
Oh, is this on your list? Speaking of paying the bill, is this on your list? Because this has come up before. If you go on a first date, guys, don't take your woman somewhere where you have a coupon. It's not such a bad thing.
What is wrong with that? If we gotta pay it, what's wrong with that?
I'm gonna keep it all the way above. My wife is all about this coupon game. If I can get a discount on some shit,
I mean, that's
Lord, she's fucking going crazy. She's like,
Y'all shoot together.
But no,
I'm
she
gonna
told me
discount
that shit in the beginning. She was like, yo, I love to save money. If I see you save money, that shit drives me insane. I said, what?
No.
She was like, yo, I
She
love
gets
coupons.
turned
You got
She
one
was
of a
like that
kind.
shit.
But
Okay.
see,
That shit fucked me up. Like, I was like, really?
But see, she created a dialogue for you to understand.
Right.
I don't think it should be automatically assumed.
Right, that's to begin with.
That should begin
But
with.
if you come,
That shit was like me dying laughing. That was funny as fuck to me.
But instead of don't, because some women will feel like some type of way.
Well, it's
Yeah,
a black.
what-
It's
what-
a,
what-
it's
what-
a, it's a
I would
black.
like it.
It's a black leather pouch that you pay the bill in. How she gonna know?
Right.
Well, they be like,
No,
you can't take this
sir,
coupon
this
with
coupon
what you ordered.
expired.
Right,
Boom.
right, you know, because then it's like, okay.
So, put it on the
Some
goal,
women
bro.
don't like that.
Put it on
Now,
the goal.
I wouldn't be opposed to it, but some women don't like
Nigga,
that.
let me see
If
you
I'm
with a
paying,
coupon.
what difference do it make how I
2
pay?
for 1. Because
Kinda.
That's embarrassing.
You
Because
just,
no.
if you didn't see it, nobody else see it.
Okay, if you
You
didn't
said
see
as
it.
long as it had to be paid by that motherfucker.
Let me tell you,
No,
the
but
type
some
of
women
places
feel
I
like
want to
if
eat
you
at don't have coupons.
Well,
So local level stuff
Here we
is
go.
a little different.
Besides her, I'm just saying. Besides her, some
Here we go.
women feel if you do use a coupon on the first date, that technically you being cheap and you a cheap nigga and
No,
I see how it's gonna go.
because you know what, it may have been the fact of, you know what,
I ain't cheap.
it may have been the fact that we got halfway through this meal and he was like, you know what,
Fuck you, Diamond.
she's not worth this whole $125 I just spent, so I'm gonna use this coupon.
Exactly.
Well, that's true. I mean,
Well,
I'm
make
not
sure
saying
you
You
slide to
getting
the
a
waiter
free meal
prior to us
regardless.
getting there. As soon as we get there, say, hey, check this out, brother. Put this to my tab. I don't want to see
But
you
you're getting
actually.
I don't understand. You're getting a free meal. So
that's
what
just
difference
how
do it
women
make?
are. So I would say maybe not.
So if you saw somebody pull out a coupon, you're gonna be like, nah.
I'm fine. I'm going to have a coupon, so.
Right.
Bitch, I don't got no. First of all, I don't got no
Bad and
coupons.
bougie chick over
Man, hold
here.
on.
God
I had a
damn.
girl pull a coupon, like, look, use this coupon for the
Right.
fucking
Well, that's different. Okay, that's different. The girl might do that. That's
What the fuck
fine.
is that, Ruby
But if the
Tuesday?
guy comes and he pulls out the
I don't eat that shit either.
coupon.
Don't try to jump on these ones with me. I'm not that nigga.
I'm just saying, it's not a lot of places that have coupons unless it's like a
The
monopoly
first thing
chain.
the girl
type.
gonna do
know,
is
you
be
know.
like, in a group text,
They got group
put
rates and
out
coupons and everything.
he just put out a coupon.
You can get a Groupon,
I don't see.
but not a coupon. That's
A
two.
Groupon is a coupon.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
That's the
Groupon is a
same
coupon.
thing.
It's the same shit.
It's online. I don't gotta see it, bitch.
Well,
You see
You see
that?
him his phone.
I'm not going. I know. I'm not going to see like a cut out from
what
your
was that
from
show
your
we was watching
circular.
on YouTube when the girl was all uppity or whatever, and she was dating this guy that was kind of lower status than her. But he
Why she dating him?
because she was trying something new. She tried something new.
Then that's her fault.
Okay, but look,
I'm trying to shoot niggas out for a week.
He used a Groupon, but it was a nice date. It was a date where they went to somewhere and they got some dance lessons or something. It was.
I
a nice
like
date. That's
Groupon.
different.
She was cool with that. That's
She
not
was
what
cool
killed
with
the
that.
dick. It's
What
when
was
she
it?
got back to his house and she found food stamps.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what killed the dick.
Everybody got food stamps, so shit.
That's different.
I don't have food stamps, bitch. Don't
You
try
use
it.
them though.
family.
I
Shit.
don't know how much money I make. Nigga say I got food stamps.
You
Nigga,
want
what you
you-
want?
Hell yeah.
I would use them.
Fuck out of here. I'll make a good
You don't gotta
living.
spend my money.
You got food
God.
stamps, nigga? Let me get that card. I got
Y'all
you.
tripping.
Man,
I
if you $1, nigga, let's make it
cannot.
twerk. Nigga, I don't give a shit. Nigga, swipe that shit, my
I
nigga.
cannot.
Swipe that. Let me get all this shit. Fuck out of here. What the
Okay, so a do that is good would be to make sure you ask questions to get to know the person. And it can be something trivial. How many siblings do you have?
Okay.
Well, that's making conversation.
Well,
So
let's do like questions like, what questions should you avoid? So because
No.
like,
Hold up.
What baby did
What's
you
your
like?
favorite
Hold up.
color?
Now,
Wait a minute.
that's crazy.
Oh.
That's crazy.
That's when you cut
crazy.
it short.
That's a dump.
That's when you go home.
Now that I really-
Immediately.
what kind of baby was you? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get up and out of here. You have a good night.
It was nice talking to you, but I gotta go. Gotta feed my fish.
You talking about do's and don'ts. How about women don't order a whole bunch of shit off the menu and then try to take some shit home too?
Oh, okay.
Don't go.
Wait,
Don't let me.
It was on
Don't let me take you to the breakfast place and you trying to order crab legs.
But what if I want crab legs?
Right.
Because you ordered from the fuck side of the menu.
It's not my fault that you poured.
From this side only, okay?
Ain't my fault you ain't getting no crab legs.
No, okay.
Because you ordered from the fuck side of the menu.
So you had brunch and she's trying to get a dinner to go.
Yeah,
Right.
I have a don't from Facebook a while ago. It was a post, and this guy posted and said he was out on a date with a girl, and she asked him, can he buy, this is the first date, asked him, can he get a food for her
I don't have a
kids to
problem with
go?
that.
And he said no.
I don't have a problem with that.
You say you don't?
It depends on how the date going.
No.
Depends on how the date going.
I don't know if that's
First
a good first
date.
No, but I
First date, you
don't
don't know
have a
this
problem.
person.
They kids. It's fucking kids, yo. And evidently,
They not there.
How you know
But they're
it's
not my
your
kids.
Here's the
they not my
thing.
kids, but they still fucking children, dude.
But how do you-
Like, I'm not going to deny a child.
Why is
Here's
your
the
child
thing.
home hungry?
Right. Here's
Why
the thing.
are you on
Why
this
you on
date?
a date and your kids
Because
are
no, it
home?
may have been the fact that she was going to maybe bring something home later on. She
Yeah,
will stop
she
and later on.
forgot
And she tried to like, oh fuck.
That's
I'm
I don't know.
That sounds like bad parenting.
I would go ahead and do it, but I may not go. I may
Some
not.
people said-
I'm probably not gonna fuck with her no more, but I'll go ahead and do it.
Right, exactly. Still a
I
kid.
don't have a problem. Okay,
Some
cool.
people said that. How did you know that it was necessarily for her kids? It wasn't
You
like
know
her
what?
kids.
For nigga Tyrone
Either,
at
but
home.
no, either
Oh,
way.
she running game.
Like for her nigga.
But hold up, but that amount of money was the money I'm willing to pay to find out what kind of person you are.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I'm willing to spend another fucking $30-$40 to find out what kind of person you are.
I fuck with you.
You see what I'm saying? That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
you fuck.
You already you shit. So you dating her? So you dating her?
Exactly.
But the
that's
kid
what
is.
it
But my thing is, the kid is not present. I feel like if
Yeah.
the kid was
Right.
present, you should pay for
If
the
you
kid.
seen them
But if the
at
nigga
home
home
and
eat
you
his
picked
fucking
her up.
spaghettios, why the fuck is
Because-
nigga not eating?
Well, it could have been a situation where as though y'all went out for a date and y'all were out longer than y'all supposed to be.
You got no babysitter.
And you gotta bring.
She
Okay.
got kids. She was probably testing him out to see what his say.
Yeah.
See what
You-
his say.
I-
True, but that's the first.
I don't
date.
feel like that's
don't
your
think
responsibility when you
that's
first
her-
No, it's not my.
introducing
It was not my
yourself.
responsibility, but I don't have a
I
problem
wouldn't
doing
put
it.
that. I don't think that's something she should put.
But I don't feel like women should put that type of pressure on a
Yeah.
man because
So that's what I'm
one,
saying.
where the fuck is the father? If he can't, why is he not being responsible for his own child?
That's
He's
not my
hungry.
question.
No, I'm
that's
saying,
one.
I'm talking about from the
That's really
female.
ballsy,
The
bro.
female
I'm talking about from
perspective.
the female
It's a no
perspective.
for the females.
Yeah,
Not
like I don't think you should.
necessarily
I'm talking about ladies. You shouldn't do that. Like you have a child at home. If the father's not present, I'm sorry about that. But like your child should be already fed. Like you're doing something on
Right,
behalf
you
of you.
going
You're
out.
introducing yourself to a person for the very first time. Your child should not even be in the equation. Yes, you can bring them up and say, "Yes, I have a child," but you putting on a man to kind of take care of their well-being
Already.
is too much to ask for.
Well, I guess I'm a sucker at that point because I feel like life still comes at you fast, especially when it comes to kids. So I mean, if it's a
It
kid,
came fast already.
So,
Lord.
but I mean, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. But if I feel like I'm getting played, that's cool. That money was well spent. I know who the fuck you are now, so I'm cool. I don't mind spending that $40 to know that you're a piece.
But I'm just saying, from the female perspective, ladies, please don't do that.
Yeah,
Like,
I
your
don't
child
think
should
that's
already
right.
have a home
That's
cooked
not a
meal
good
at
one.
home.
That's true. They should have it, but if it's not, it is what it is.
Then it just shows what kind of parent you are.
Second, third, maybe.
That's a turn on.
First, no.
It
If your
is.
child hungry in the
That's a turn
house,
on.
just watching Netflix
Yeah.
all day, it just shows the kind of fucking person you are in the beginning because your priorities are fucked up. Your child should always come first. So that
Right.
makes absolutely no sense to me. So another don't. Please do not talk about your exes. I give
Why would you do
zero
that?
fucks.
You'd be surprised.
Zero.
Yeah, people do.
What if they brought it up?
Oh, my ex. Yeah, because I ain't like my ex used to do that.
You'd
He used to
be
order that.
surprised.
He used
So my ex
I
would suck
never-
my dick
I
on
just never-
Wednesdays, and I really like what she did.
Yeah, that's
I like to have my dick sucked between
I
not Phil and Family Feud.
I can't.
What?
That's her.
I don't think that
That is pretty early. I'm not saying you did that early.
I like my dick.
I just got off work.
Like my dick.
I feel like that would come somewhere maybe.
But there are so many people that will. I feel like certain things might trigger something, and it's like, oh, I remember when my ex did that. It's like
no,
bitch, you haven't been on flashback. You can always go back to where you came from. Like, you ain't gotta do this.
No,
right
once
now.
I can see once, but if it's something that's repeatedly happening, it's like, yeah, you're not over there, so I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna drop one out of here like a roller coaster.
But I don't think you should mention your ex. Period. I don't think it's the appropriate time for that. Like right now,
On the first date, no.
On the first date, no. The first date is what's your favorite color? You know, do you like music? Do you like museums? Like, do you like the city? Are you into animals? Are you allergic?
What do you do?
Exactly. Try to get to fucking know the individual. Like, but when you start adding your own personal bullshit into it, it turns people off. Like it just.
Plan the next day. This one ain't
if it's going well, if it's going really well, you should plan the next date.
So leading up to the first date again, am I meeting you there? Or am I picking you up?
Oh, you meet me.
You meet me there, nigga. I
okay.
don't have the address. You're not gonna know where I live at. Niggas be crazy.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, if you go out your way to look for public records, that's on you.
Wow, so you check them out because some is this
MDK
crazy.
search.
Yes, please.
Get that birth date.
Yes, make sure you get the
Oh,
birth
fellas.
date.
important.
Yeah, do your research too. Check these hoes out. They doing some bullshit too.
We can more so just have traffic violations.
Bullshit.
Y'all niggas be having.
You motherfuckers be keying. Y'all got all kind of motherfucking vandalism
And they got
charges.
accessory to burglary charges.
Fuck, right. If I see any kind of vandalism, burglary, fuck. Well, no, that ain't gonna happen. I'm good. No smoke. No, thank you.
Yeah, no.
No.
I mean, but it needs to be checked on both
So check 'em out.
sides. Because you'd be surprised who's on child support. You'd be surprised who be beating up bitches. You'd be surprised who.
What's wrong with somebody on child support?
Johnny, what's wrong with somebody on child support?
Because some niggas might say they don't have kids.
Oh.
Or, you know, and if they back home.
I'm not on child support. I'm just saying. What's wrong with niggas on child support?
I'm just saying, just make yourself aware because some people might lie and say that they have no kids. You know what I mean?
True.
All it is just kind of identifying what type of person that you're dealing with. If it's a person that has a whole bunch of traffic violations, you understand. Child support.
She's a horrible driver, and I don't want you driving when I'm in the car.
Exactly. Or you be beating up bitches part time. Like, that's the issue
How
too.
does traffic violations beating up bitches?
No, I'm saying when you do the case search. No, when you do the case search, you kind of get a feel of who the actual person is if they're into some illegal shit or not. Because niggas be lying. Bitches lie too.
Yeah.
women lie.
They lie about their names.
But we're better.
Sometimes.
Huh?
That's not true.
They lie about their names.
They lie about the left of their hair. The true color of
I
their face.
Definitely.
cannot.
Who is
Who is lying about their hair?
Definitely.
All of these lies.
I agree with all of that.
Bitch,
But
your
then you
face
can
and your
see me.
chest are 2 different tones. Fuck out of here.
She might
That
have
clothes
did a
you
10.
got is bullshit. 'Cause I can see all that shit up underneath there. Fuck out of here.
I cannot.
I mean, that's facts.
Fuck out
I
of
can't
here.
dispute those claims.
Exactly.
Well, nowadays you'll never know sometimes.
Bullshit. And I can
If
see
you-
them Spanx landing at the end of your fucking thighs. You got a whole motherfucking body arm underneath that shit. Quit lying to me. Quit lying to me, bitch.
Let me tell you something. If you're not going to fuck, you can wear your Spanx. But if you fucking bitch, take them Spanx off. You just got to just find the whole thing out today. Because if you when you get up the cheeks, and there's nothing worse
Is that
when
a
a man
do or don't
on the first date. It
I
depends
would
what
say-
you into.
I would say don't.
It depends on what you into. If a nigga is only curious about how many times you come, believe it or not, you're never gonna meet his mother. Like you're only good for fucking purposes. But if you in that type of space, like it can be a do or
And
don't.
niggas just trying to fuck. Don't give a fuck how many times you come. He trying to fuck and
Right,
be out.
and be out.
I don't give a
So-
If a nigga trying to fuck, you don't care about you
guys-
coming.
So do guys go
Yeah.
on dates? Do guys go on dates?
To fuck?
Take their time out. Just
Lame, corny ass niggas, bitch ass niggas will go out their way and make it seem like they're interested to just fuck you.
I'm saying when
Do
they
women
go out
feel the
their
same way?
Niggas be doing that shit since the beginning of time.
Women do the same thing.
No, the fuck
Women
we
don't have to do that.
We don't have to do
We don't
that.
have to.
We can be our natural
I feel
fucking
like a lot of
selves,
men don't
and you
have to do
and
that.
you still be growling at my
You
fucking
need to get
feet.
pussy now.
Yeah.
Say that again?
Well, nowadays.
I really didn't hear. I really didn't hear what you said. I said, "Mama, what did you say for real?"
Nothing.
She said it's easy to get pussy nowadays, so you don't
It
have
is.
to do all that.
You
Yeah, it is. That's that's what I really didn't hear what you said. It's easy to get pussy.
It is. So you don't have to
do this shit on Instagram. What you talking about?
The DMs, yeah.
Yeah, you do
It's literally giving pussy away on Instagram and Facebook.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Oh, and those apps.
And Snapchat.
Those apps.
They don't have
Snapchat me that pussy.
I can't think of the name.
What's that shit? Plenty of fish.
Plenty of fish. Teddy.
B.
Yeah.
What's that? Bumblebee?
Bumblebee shit.
I don't know, man.
That's too the fish.
Holy shit. I don't know what that shit.
It's a lot of apps, boy.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I feel like people are more accessible to have sex, but I feel like you're
So they
lame when you
shouldn't
go
go-
out your way to do stuff
So
that
they-
you really don't want to
And
do.
you're just trying
So
to
they
Just about.
shouldn't go out on the date if they
I think you should be
just want to
honest.
have
If
sex.
look, I think, and I would say
Isn't
this
that
to
the
all my
ultimate
men:
goal?
if you just want to fuck, you actually can save your money. Why spend your gas
Yeah.
and waste your money on a bitch that you just want to fuck? You can just really be honest.
Because I ain't woman just stop. I just want to fuck you. That's
Right. Y'all act like every woman gonna be like, you know what? You're right.
You
But
really
is
don't.
that
You
your-
really don't.
I'm bullshit. I'm fucking
But
around.
is that your
You
end
niggas
all
tripping.
goal? Right. Is that your
I'm
end
just
all
fucking
goal?
around.
If you're gonna do all that, that's your end all goal. You
What?
just wanna like, so you just wanna take her out.
Yeah.
No, not
Or
all.
leave.
No,
Or
what?
enough
No,
people.
what?
Or you want somebody that you want to continue to,
It depends on how the
Have
first date
relations
goes, to be
with
honest. Not
you
gonna
know,
lie.
like I don't know. I just don't get the
They wanna
point.
fuck.
I don't get the point of that.
That's
Why
not
would you go on a
every
date?
guy.
No, not every.
I think a lot of times, most with dudes, a lot of us, I can't speak for everybody. I know when I was single a lot of times, it started out with, hey, I want to fuck her. But then you get to meet her, and then you know what, you're like, okay, it's more than that, I want to fuck her.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
normally,
But it
when
starts
guys
out a
get
lot of
the
times,
number,
I want to
they
fuck you.
would-
You don't want to ruin it by
Oh,
saying
I
it
want-
first.
Yeah, you're not gonna
They
say that.
They saying go ahead and
But
say
that's
it.
initially what y'all.
That's what we think, yeah.
I mean, but that's what
That's
most
attraction.
That's what most men think.
I mean,
first,
but
anyway.
females feel the same exact way because it's like, oh, he's a dope
He's
guy.
attractive.
He's attractive. I want to fuck.
Yeah.
But then it was
I
like,
just said that.
Yeah.
I said no.
Yeah, you
No,
did
no,
just say
I
no,
that.
just
but
said
You
that.
really just said
You was
that.
like,
have to-
hell no, girls don't do that.
You was quite adamant about it,
Then I
too.
just said, I know. What
You
the
was quite
hell?
But
adamant about it.
girls are more. I think it depends on what's. Well, no, I guess it depends on the.
I feel
female,
like we're
because-
I think that's
We're
the
more
attraction
inclined to,
part. Like, that's
Yeah, the
just that,
attraction.
like,
I feel like women are more reserved to say that
But-
because they don't want to see
right.
But no, I think our end all goal.
Thank you.
my bitch.
Most women,
Right
most
there.
women are more reserved to say that they
I
not, because they don't want to be perceived as a hoe.
Yeah,
Let me
but
tell you something.
maybe
You're not
they
gonna waste my
wanna-
time on my pussy minutes. I don't got time.
No,
We
no.
gonna get to this or not.
That's
Shit.
it.
Be
That
fucked.
type of person.
More women
That's-
need
Most
to
women
think
is
like
not
that.
like that. Let's keep it up.
Right. now,
I
that's
think
right.
There are.
There
There's
are more.
plenty out
There's
there.
plenty out there.
Okay, I think if a guy comes up to me or whoever, and they say you look nice. Can I get your number? I want to take you out. Blah blah blah. I'm thinking like, okay, this could be relationship more so.
What?
Every time?
Not every time.
I was about to
I'm
say, what the
just
hell?
saying, we going out on a date.
You are
Well,
really
the purpose of-
optimistic.
No. We going out
Partially
on a date
delusional.
to fill it out for a potential relationship. Not, oh, I'm going out on a date
Yeah,
to fuck.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
she's glass half full more than glass
yeah,
half empty.
yeah.
Right.
Oh,
You know
that's
what
so
I'm
precious
That's
of you.
yeah, it is innocent.
That's very innocent and
But
sweet.
what's wrong with
How's
that? There's nothing wrong with
that
it.
It's not wrong.
normal.
God
It really isn't because a lot of people just want to get to the point, but a lot of people don't have the balls to say they want to get to the point.
So if a dude rolls up on you in public, like, what's up? You look real good. You trying to fuck tonight?
I've had a guy say
But-
that, but not in those words. He
but-
got my number. He was like, "Hey, I really think you should come over my place tonight." I'm not stupid.
Okay,
The fuck, we not
right.
gonna play checkers, bitch. You want to take my
But what
clothes
if you
off?
did want to play
Exactly.
checkers?
But he didn't.
Yeah, what if he
But
did?
the
You
nigga
don't
did.
know.
No.
Don't play that.
No.
so
but the
what
nigga
what
did.
happened?
He wanted to fuck. Like,
No, I
But
what
did y'all
happened?
do it? That's what he's saying. Did you go
no,
over there?
I said,
Okay.
I'm flattered, but I do not want to fuck you at this time.
But you still
At
took the
all.
number.
Right.
I took his number, but I did not know I was.
with the intentions on fuck. But here's my thing. My
I didn't know he wanted to fuck me until he texted me. When he
No,
said,
you
Stop
just
being
said
stupid.
he knew you wanted. He really wanted. Yo, you should go to my house tonight.
Okay.
That's how I want to fuck.
exactly, but that was through text message. When he first met me, I didn't know he wanted to have sex.
But here's
That's a
my-
toss up.
okay,
It's always a
that's
50-50 toss up.
But here's my point. 9 times out of 10, if a girl gives her number out and thinking that they're gonna go on a date, they not having intention on just to fuck once
Yeah,
And
multiple
that's it.
times.
Well, if you shit
and
trash.
not
You talking about the
potentially
woman or the man?
The woman part. The woman's like, okay, they might initially say, oh, he's attractive. I want to have sex with him or whatever, however you say it. But after that, it's not like how guys are like, oh, I'm just trying to get in the draws. As I get the draws, I'm leaving. 9 times out of 10, the woman is gonna want to keep
Well, I mean, we hope it's good.
Heaven.
We pray.
A nice fuck
Oh,
buddy.
so if it's not good,
Because that's going in the group chat too. Nigga dick
But-
was trash, bitch. This is his face, this is his address, don't fuck him.
Damn.
So it's just like
A ruthless ass.
Right.
Okay, that-
Of
okay.
one bad night.
One man night. You don't know what he's going to do. Goddamn.
I don't want my friends to suffer. I'm a good friend.
Sometimes.
So he may say, maybe y'all don't have fucking sexual chemistry, but he may have it with somebody else.
Right.
So you gonna put this? You gonna
Normally,
fuck this nigga like
trash is trash. When it's good, it's good. It's really simple.
what you like? Everybody else don't like.
Right.
But I'm not gonna put my friends to the ringer because what if I do
How
say
you know
oh,
that?
you
But
You
fuck?
don't know what everything is.
But look,
Your friends will tell you one thing.
Around.
Your friends will
look,
tell you one thing.
let me tell you something. When we were in high school, it was this guy who gave amazing head, and all of my friends passed him about. We used to call him Yuck Mouth.
How the fuck is he yuck mouth? He got amazing head.
Right.
That's contradictory.
Because he ate ass. Because he ate ass too.
Pussies was right.
No, that doesn't mean that. Yuck Mouth is meaning like he ate anyone's pussy. That's what the niggas call him, but we just called him that. Because that was his nickname. But he ate our pussies and he ate our ass. And it was like a little community.
Right. Like,
I'm judging everyone in your community for calling this nigga yuck mouth
Yeah.
I didn't.
and
And then let them get
ass.
everybody in the circle.
First of all, I didn't call him Yuck Mouth. The nigga
You just
homies.
called him yuck mouth.
I'm saying
You just said it.
Yes, but the homies called him Yuck Mouth, and we just called him that in return.
But you just contradicted yourself.
But he was amazing. He's very talented. I think everyone should get head from him. If
We're not. Yeah.
maybe with the female
spread
friend,
a lot of.
you can't get swab his mouth first, and if he's negative, then get your
Swab his
pussy.
mouth, so you sitting there with a whole
You gotta
fucking
get
vial
right.
right there.
They do have the now right. They actually detect
that was
STDs.
gonna be my question on this topic. While we on this topic, that was gonna be my question. So back to the first date.
You fucking
Is it
or
a
no?
do? No. Yeah. Is it a do to act to if you have a sexual chemistry and you guys probably like
Fuck who you wanna
sizing each
fuck.
other?
Do what you want to do.
Not saying should you fuck. Yeah, if y'all go home and y'all decide to fuck. But is this something that you communicate?
I hope so.
You know you
Because you know how some
You
people
need
don't
consent.
communicate it like verbally, like straight out, like look.
No, but
I'm trying
it might be something as corny as we kiss, the kiss is great, clothes come off, we fuck. It might be something as a conversation. It just depends what type of personalities you're dealing
Because
with.
here's the thing. If a guy takes me out and all he wants to do is just F, I think they should. I think they should say it, and then I should
This what you did, brother. If you say that, you do
I just want to F.
I just want to ask.
She just want to let her word, baby. She just want to let her word.
I like you, but I want to ask tonight.
sometimes I pass it, sometimes I
I'm with you.
But if they say it and
She's
then right
so
then and there, it's in a
precious.
discussion because they could be on that wave and I could be maybe giving off the impression that
You
that's
on the
what I
same
want to
wave.
do, but that might not be what I want to do.
But you have to be vocal in that, and I
that's what I'm saying.
don't
You
feel
gotta
like
be-
you need to take an L for no reason. If
I
you really
think
don't
it's
want to
best-
fuck the person, don't fuck her.
I think it's best not said.
I'm not
I think it's
gonna
best
say
not
it.
mentioned.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
agree
gonna-
with that.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
just
say
go
it.
with the flow.
Go with the
Yeah.
flow. If
That's
it
not
happens,
mentioned.
Yeah,
happens.
don't plan your first fuck. That's weird.
I'm just saying for a do or don't. If a guy be like, "Look, shawty, I'm trying."
It just depends what type of female you are because it can
Like I
And
said.
approach, right?
right. Because if it's like if I'm down to fuck, I'm down to fuck. You know, we fuck on the first night.
DT.
But if you don't and you say that and he's like cool and he waits around or he says, "Oh bitch, fuck you." I mean, either way you're gonna be Gucci. Just living your truth. If that's what you want to do at the moment, then live in the moment. If that's not what you want to do, then just say no. But no one's judging
Okay.
you.
Oh, okay. Last question about this topic.
Cool.
So, say for instance, you have a good chemistry. Some girls feel like if you do F on the first night, it's not
This F is
okay.
killing
If
me.
you do have sex on the first night, it's not gonna go too much further than a fling because
That's not true.
That's not
Some-
true.
some
All my
people
relationships
do
are
that,
based
though.
off the first night sex.
Wow.
So you fucking everybody the first
Holy shit.
I mean, not
First time.
first time, but not first.
Just like you say, you don't count relationships
No,
until
she
you
said
your
first night,
first
bro.
fuck.
She said first night fuck.
She did say first
Bad,
night.
bad phrasing.
She said first night.
I've had
I
a
knew what
couple
she
of.
meant.
I've only had first night fucks
You see this
twice.
nigga Jordan Kagan?
Yeah, let me just clarify.
But it might not be the very first time I'm dating you, but it might be the very first time we had sex, and after that first time, we've already established a relationship because it is.
How? How do you say that? Because some people.
Let me tell you something. When I was dating my ex at one time,
the first time you have sex, you established.
Let me tell you how some men are. When me and my ex was together, we had sex for the very first time. We were already dating for 6 months, and I had went away.
Damn, 6 fucking months.
That's a relationship.
What guy is that?
No.
That wasn't you. What do you mean?
That was me. I wasn't having sex with him. I was having sex with someone else.
Wow. Okay.
And he was having sex. We were just.
Okay. That is
Time out. Way too goddamn far.
Right, it's
Time the fuck out. We've been in a relationship for 6 months.
No, we weren't.
You
we
ain't
together.
fucking me, but you fucking somebody
We
else.
were dating. We were just getting to know each other. We lived.
Because you know that stage
You
where you're
phrasing
like,
that
oh,
wrong.
we're just dating.
Yeah, that's just
so
something.
we're
Wow. I was like,
Yeah.
No. We were not. So let me establish that we were
They're
not
not
going
exclusive.
together. We were not exclusive. We were just talking,
Okay.
getting to know each other over the
For
past 6
6 months.
months.
But that's
I was doing me. I'm assuming he was doing him. So after we had sex for the very first time, we went together, and I didn't know. So this is when Next Tells was out. I didn't know. I thought we just had a good time. So when
Black spell a whore.
I didn't know we went together. I'm talking about I didn't know we were exclusive after the first time we had sex.
If you didn't know, you weren't.
Bitch, I wasn't. That's what I'm trying to say.
You.
He was all the way confused.
Yo, I didn't know until he brought it to my attention. So I had went away to Philly. I went home.
What side of shit is that?
Exactly. So I went home. This is when Next Tells were popping. And he chirped me. He was like, I ain't heard from you in 3 days. Where the fuck you been at? I'm like, ooh, aggressive. And he was, and exactly. And I was like,
He was on 95 like, she got me all the way fucked up.
And so I'm like, what's up? I'm just getting back from in town. Like, what's going on? I was gonna call you. He was like, I think you should call your boyfriend and let him know. Yeah. He was like, I think you should call your boyfriend when you go out of town. I said, Bert, who? My boyfriend? He was like, oh, I'm not your man. I said, oh, well, I didn't know, bitch. I didn't sign up for this. I said, but I guess, we already here, so why not? So, and then we dated for 4 years, but that's just how that went. I had no fucking idea that we were in a relationship, but after I fucked him, in his mind, we instantly went together.
What was his pillow talk with like after this? Because I was assuming that should have came up.
Right.
Pillow talk.
I was
next day.
Damn, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went to sleep. He made me breakfast, and I went straight to
There was
Philly.
no conversation on breakfast.
He made a breakfast.
Like, doesn't that mean we're together?
No,
not necessarily.
Because I get up and cook in the motherfucker. If you there,
Well, because you
can
cook.
eat.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's if you.
That's just rude. You fuck.
He's spending the night.
If you, my balls will just get him off the last night. The least I can do is you wake up in the morning, you there, you can have some bacon.
Disclaimer: not everybody
gets that. So.
9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
you ain't getting breakfast.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have sex, so we were just making out, but we had a conversation. Huh?
Let me see how far.
Yeah, we did. After the very first time, he cooked, and I went away to Philly. We didn't really talk that much because I drove.
She just ate breakfast in silence.
No, we talked about other stuff like shopping, how much money I needed, like, are you okay? And then that was it. I didn't like. Imagine waking up 7:00 in the morning, and I left like 8:30. Like we had like a quick conversation, got in the shower, and I left and went to Philly together.
How much money you needed, where you was going?
Because he wanted to know. He wanted to ask if I wanted to go shopping. That's it.
That dude sound like boyfriend talk.
That do sound like boyfriend.
Yeah.
But he gave me money
Giving you
before.
money,
I love
taking
you.
you shopping.
No, he
You
always
got
asked
this.
like, "Are you?" He always would be like, "Are you good?" And I think that's just the kind of person he is. Because even like with his homeboys, he'll always say like, "Yo, you good? You need anything?" Like he was just that type of
So he set that
person.
precedent.
Yeah, like he was a nigga with money. So like for him, it's just like, "Do you need anything? You good? Like your kids?"
So he
good?"
got in a relationship and ain't tell you.
Right?
With me, I didn't fucking know. I didn't know what the fuck I signed up for.
So what
I was
happened
like,
after that?
we were together for 4 years. I was like, oh, okay. Well.
Oh.
Exclusively?
We were exclusive.
Right.
For how long?
You weren't exclusive?
Right.
Huh?
You weren't or you were?
No, we were exclusive.
For 4 years.
I mean, we had our on and offs, but
Oh, okay.
it was the majority we were together.
Okay.
But I was also in high school. Like, I mean,
High school. What?
Y'all was together for 4 years at high school?
I was still with him when I was in college.
I was thinking, how many years you was in high school? Because you sounded like, I mean, this don't sound like ninth grade talk.
No, I'm not DEC, but we still dated when I was in. Or dummies and crayons. No, we dated when I was still in college. We did a long distance thing. It just didn't pan out the way it was supposed to be. But we remained cool, and that was it. But
I love you.
that came later. But if he would have said that, I would have been free.
Later? How much later did they come? Y'all was together for 4 years.
No, I'm saying after the first night, like after we were dating, if he would have said that to me, I would.
Or you can't tell me he said I love you the first time he fucked you. If he was your boy,
in his
Right.
mind,
If you thought he was your boyfriend immediately.
After that.
he was ballsy. I love you.
I have back to the first date thing. Because this is funny too. So,
It's like
okay.
him all again.
Okay, no offense. If I don't know anybody here. But, okay, so say for instance you're eating, right? Somebody has, okay, I'll give you 2 examples, all right? So, a false tooth. Okay, that's fine. All right, they take it out right in front of your face. Why? Take it out.
I got chip you back and forth.
Okay, this has happened to my mom, actually. A long time ago. This is a long time ago. I understand.
Okay, false you would have.
When we went out to eat,
You was there?
yeah.
On the
Oh,
date.
God.
What? She had a child.
Are you
And
not
she
allowed to
had
eat
to-
dishes?
I was like 7 or something.
Then that nigga pay for your food.
Leave Mr. Warden alone.
He did. Okay, but anyway.
Yo.
Oh, motherfucker.
He had to take
Daddy
out his
Robux.
tooth, and he ate because he
So
was taking
every
out
time
his
he
tooth
eat.
to clean his teeth out or something like that when we was eating.
No.
My
He
nigga.
took it out at the table, and my mom was like, because she didn't know about it.
She's like a
So,
cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
that's
just
something.
a falsie on somebody. You can't do that
Yeah,
shit.
that's something. But okay, besides that, because nowadays they're probably like it's better ways to get your teeth fixed. That was years ago. But what about a gold grill? That's not. That
Well,
you
he
have
got
to
a Lil
take
Wayne where he got
What about a gold grill?
It's not
If
perfect.
they take it out,
I know
if
women
it's
that
not
they go
permanent,
to when they eat.
yeah. So is that disgusting or is that
No, because that's not their
The
teeth.
second one's not discussing.
The
The first
second-
one is.
Yeah,
God
you
damn.
Nigga,
probably did.
Oh,
Wow.
Hold on, please.
If
Like,
you-
Like my man.
You can't just spring it on a motherfucker. You can't just
Yeah,
spring
she
it on a
didn't know.
motherfucker.
Yo, you need to tell
So it
people
was
you
a
got false
surprise.
teeth, yo.
Was it a second date?
I don't even know if it was second date.
Yo,
but
if
it
you
was a
pull out
different
some
date,
fake ass
so
teeth when
she
your
didn't know
first
about
date and you
Yeah.
haven't notified me, I can't. I will.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna walk away from that fucking table.
I'm
and say,
not
oh,
gonna date a chick that got grills.
why?
I'm good. If she got a whole row of grills, if she got like 1 or 2, I'm good.
Yo, I cannot.
I don't know.
Yo,
If you got a whole,
Don't just.
if we go out and you like for the fact
I
birthday,
think
you
so.
got a
Yeah,
whole
she-
mouthful of gold teeth.
That comes in and out.
Yeah,
but see,
So y'all think
grills
that's
is
disgusting?
one thing.
She
But
take
if
that
you
out?
got a mouthful of fake teeth, my nigga, and you got a
You
mouth
take
like my
them out.
grandfather's, I'm not. I can't fuck
But
with
not
you,
like
dog.
dentures.
A fake tooth is a fake tooth.
One chick, one go to out of the
What? Mama, daddy, bro.
You think that shit sexy?
She got a one on side. If we get them fight that bitch, she got a little 38 in her joint. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I don't mind one.
I
She
think
got a whole
You're not
grill.
serious.
one is worse than a
The
grill.
nigga want to fuck a
No.
lunch lady. That's
One
what the
is
fuck
one
is the
permanent,
problem.
Like,
Yeah, I don't mind one. Don't bother me. One don't bother me.
One
One
go
don't
to.
One don't bother me. I
Like,
like
that's so much worse.
I like a little bit of a hood bitch. It is what it is.
Yeah, I hear you.
I like a little bit.
That's a
of it.
whole hood bitch if she just got
Yeah.
one
But I'm saying
gold.
what I don't like.
And she over 40.
I don't like a chick with any tattoos on her face. You got a tattoo on your face. I don't want no smoke.
I don't want no nigga with a tattoo on his face.
Yeah.
All them tears and hearts and whatever gang you affiliated with, I'm good. Keep all that
And
smoke
and if you're a woman, you got tattoos on your hands. I don't trust you.
on your hand.
If you got the back of your hand tatted, I don't trust you. You up to something? You know what I mean? You drink Hennessy straight. and smoke Newport 100s. I don't want no smoke.
But goodbye, DJ.
I don't want no smoke.
So another don't. Please don't get drunk or high on your first date.
Yeah.
Please.
Why
Please
not?
be as sober because you want people to understand who you truly are. And I feel like
That's
when
why
you're
I'm
You're
saying.
always drunk.
That's why you should. That's why you should. I want to see you
Hundreds.
drunk off the rip because I want to know who the fuck I'm really dealing with.
But if they don't,
But I'm not the same person when I'm
Yeah.
drunk. So everybody I'm the same person. You might get the better or the worst
But
version of the
if
person.
you don't normally get drunk,
Either way, I get a good understanding of who you are.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
You may not though.
Yeah.
Because that's not
Some
me.
people see the
but what
best
if
in
you go
people.
out for drinks? Because some people do that on the first date.
Yeah, but
They
don't
go
get
out
drunk.
for
Like you can
drinks.
drink, maybe you get a little buzz, but if you, especially if you're like belligerent, you can't hold your liquor. You just don't know how to act.
Just know yourself. You know.
Yeah.
You know if you can't handle your shit.
And yeah, you don't want to.
No, you don't.
You don't-
People that can't handle this shit don't know they can't handle it.
People tell you though.
Yeah, what if you get drunk by accident?
Who the fuck is drunk by accident?
What has
There's
happened?
no
It
shit.
happens.
You don't drink. If you don't drink,
You can get drunk by accident. This happened to me before.
Not
There's no such thing as that.
it's by accident because
That was a complete accident.
it is by accident.
I can't.
That was not on purpose. That was not on purpose.
That only happened to me once, and that was with the soju.
But it's happened to you.
You can get drunk by accident,
Yeah.
especially if you don't know how to. If you don't drink normally, and you don't know how
The
to.
same way
pace
you fuck by
yourself.
accident.
Huh?
Yes.
That's if you drunk. If
The
you
fuck
drunk.
you just walk
If
into
you
the
drunk.
person. Oh, excuse me.
Hold on.
Pussy
hold
hair.
on.
We have to legitimize
Fellas,
this.
If you drunk.
so am I the only one that ever just walked out of the house one day and felt some pussy?
What?
Am I the only one that ever
Yeah.
felt some pussy?
Like you wasn't
Well,
expecting it
At all, yeah.
You're not alone.
That's not
Exactly.
by accident.
That's
not
accident,
by
yeah.
That's an accident.
That's
No.
by chance. That's not an accident.
A lot of
That's by
times,
chance,
no, a
not
lot of
by
times, no. A
accident.
lot of times people go out the house premeditated. Like, I'm gonna get some pussy today,
Mhm.
and I know what's popping off. You can go outside. I got been a couple of hundreds. You just said, you know, blah blah. You meet somebody next thing you know,
That's
you
not by
in the
accident. That's
backseat
by
of the car.
chance.
No, that's by accident. I didn't mean to get pussy.
I can't.
I wasn't planning on getting no pussy, but I
That's
got
by
some pussy.
accident. If you
That's not
choose.
an accident. You just got lucky.
That's
An accident is like I tripped and I fell into.
Right.
That's
This
happened.
warm
Mine
vagina.
just fell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never
happened
happened.
That has happened.
That's false news. That's fake news.
Bullshit.
that's,
You don't live in my world.
that's fake news.
Nope.
And the last thing is, please, if you don't want people in your business, please do not talk about your money. We don't give a fuck how broke you are, and we don't give a fuck about how rich
Yes,
you
you
are.
So
No,
what's
you care about how broke you are.
Definitely
You definitely care about how broke you are.
Definitely
The
can.
hell up
We just
outta
had a
here.
fucking hour-long conversation. About this. You definitely can.
Yeah.
You
But
definitely
I
can.
don't want to hear about your
So
struggle,
you
though.
should. Well.
Damn, that sucks.
That's kind of like I was just gonna say the opposite. You don't want somebody to kind of like just highlight and glory, like, oh yeah, I got this, I do this, I do this, I make this much money. Yeah, I got this.
And once again, if you
Yeah,
do that, I
people
really
lie.
think you have a small penis.
again,
Like you're overcompensating for something.
Yeah, you could be just narcissistic, like you said. You ain't narcissistic.
And
But yeah,
you probably
it
have
is
whack
themselves.
sex. So this is gonna lead me nowhere. But I feel like people who do that
There's no
also
That's
bad
like
sex
saying
if you done
all
it.
people that
Right,
become
God
millionaires.
I mean, that's the end goal, right?
Oh,
Is
it is.
Oh, so
Oh,
it
that's
is.
what it is.
Oh, okay.
Hey, y'all, rewind this motherfucker.
Yes.
Bring it back.
That's it. It's the end goal, but at some point I'm going to fuck you. If I like you, I'm going to fuck you. Like, come on, we grown. I'm not a virgin.
Y'all
Like,
know y'all gonna fuck a nigga within the first fucking
Definitely
30
do.
seconds of meeting the nigga. Like, yeah, I'll probably give him some pussy later on.
Absolutely.
you're
As
absolutely
long
right.
as you don't talk
That
to
goes in
somebody
my group
pussy,
chat before I
you
enter
gonna
the
fuck-
restaurant.
You know you gonna fuck this nigga.
Normally be like,
When
bitch, whole bunch of emojis, and everybody like, yes, bitch. But then when it's whack, then it'll be like a sad emoji face.
You say, okay, wait it out.
Who said that?
Oh.
That's not a buddy. That's
My
not a
bitch.
buddy.
Oh,
They wanna
that's
change on
my
niggas.
Oh, stop.
They
Hold
wanna
on,
You're a
hold
good
on.
person.
I'm not saying that that doesn't happen,
You a good girl.
You a good
but if
person.
it's
What's up,
somebody that you
Yeah,
like,
bro.
You got a good one, bro. You got a good one. You good. You got a good
but
one.
but if it's somebody that you like,
She like, no, I ain't fucking all these niggas. You made a good decision.
I don't know.
These two motherfuckers.
We
Yeah,
are.
son.
Are we
I'm
trying
not
to
saying
figure
it
it
doesn't
out?
happen. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but if it's somebody that you like,
How do you
And
exist?
he
Like,
would-
you is just a saint.
that's not just me.
Alright.
I
She ain't a saint.
I'm
She
not
was
saying
like-
I'm not saying I'm
It's like
saying-
5%.
I'm not saying that it hasn't happened, but 9 times out of 10, if it's somebody that you think you like and you think could be something, I don't know. I'm different.
Let me tell you something. My
I think you
friends
should be
know
like,
the
okay,
deal.
wait it out. Don't give it up too soon because then he gonna think you easy.
Cause your
And
mama
then-
raised you.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm joking. Yo, I want you to see the faces in this. You call me a whore, nigga, fuck you.
Let me explain something. Just because I'm a person who likes to get to the point, because what if it's trash?
Be
You
yourself.
wanna fuck, you
Be
wanna
yourself.
fuck.
Yeah, be you.
Oh, that's like the 8th time you done said trash.
Right.
You don't believe in a guy needs time to warm up? How you know the first time is gonna always be good?
Let me tell you something.
It better be good.
I'm going to give you instructions if you are not naturally up to speed. I will help you.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Yes, the fuck I
He's
will.
trash. He's done.
I mean, let's be honest.
Wasting my time.
What is the grace period? Because just because you talk to somebody, you don't know how y'all sexually chemistry, how y'all work together. Y'all know into the same shit. You don't know. So the first time, it's going to be a little awkward. It should be awkward.
Unless
yeah,
you're
My bitch,
no,
$100
unless
grand.
your chemistry
But if
is
it's
fine.
great on the top because y'all got chemistry, that's great.
Right.
Unless it's high off, but
Normal, it should be a little bit awkward.
Let me tell you something. I have experienced amazing sex very first encounter with a guy, and
But
I've
did you
experienced
have that-
something where I wanted to hang myself.
Right, but did you have that that feeling like that? Ooh, he got you as soon as the first moment.
Some
he said a
niggas
word,
have really
you
good
gotta go.
energy,
Because then you gonna have.
but
a
it's not in
better
their
time.
pants. It's just in their personality, and sometimes that
Right,
gets the
and they
pussy
probably
wet.
got warm up.
Nah,
to your
nigga.
personality.
Nah. Like LeBron,
But they just
he
decided
gonna
they
win.
didn't think that they was gonna get you that night, so they got excited.
No, you piqued his interest. He wants to see where you're going. He's like, biggest LeBron fan at the table. You got to keep this fucking shirt out.
Where's this going?
I think it's a LeBron
I'm just
thing.
saying that there's some LeBron's the pussy.
So what
I
happened?
want to fuck a LeBron always.
So what happens? All right. So what happens when you have sex with a person and you like, yo, that shit was bomb as fuck, and he like, man, that pussy trash.
Right. He thinking
I don't know that. You can ask
Well,
my
he
listeners,
never
please.
probably
Please
told
contact me if that has happened to you on Instagram, BLT Podcast, Facebook, BLT Podcast.
Yo.
I'm very interested. Me personally, I have not had that effect.
Some men do say that just because the girl, she thought her.
That's
shit
not
was-
my pussy, but I
It
understand that's out there.
It wasn't, but
Yo.
I got my job done.
If if y'all fuck see the AM saying you feel like it was trash, please send emails and all that
Oh
shit.
shit!
Put it out there, because she said her shit ain't up been on some
Wait, why
bullshit.
see that?
For real?
Serena, my bad, not Serena, Serena. My bad. My bad, Serena. My bad, yo.
I'm like, damn.
I meant to say Serena. My bad.
That's how we don't drop.
Yeah, do that in post. You definitely gotta edit that shit in post.
Yes, so if my pussy has ever been trash, you can contact me, I guess. But I don't
Say
think
something. Put it out there
that's not gonna happen.
to her, so she
Well,
knows.
no, what I was saying
it's not gonna
was,
happen.
say
Not
for
to all of
instance-
us, just to her. Just let her know.
Say for
that you
instance,
would
y'all
feel.
had a chemistry or whatever.
My
and
bad,
it's like,
Cedar.
yeah, we effing
up.
tonight.
Huh?
And then y'all get to the point, but he wasn't prepared. He didn't know.
Huh?
He didn't think. That
He must
y'all
not
was
get
gonna-
pussy.
he
A
didn't
real nigga
think
who gets
that
pussy is
y'all
always
was
prepared.
gonna-
A nigga that
y'all was gonna get some.
how is he unprepared? We gotta look in the mirror and like practice the strokes. Like what the
I
fuck?
just said no.
He didn't have no condoms,
Now
nothing, that
he's
shit like.
happy that
To eat my
he's
pussy.
overly excited.
Oh, he like none of
Is
them
that
stuff.
why it's not trash?
Oh.
Like what makes it trash? Is it because
No,
of the time? Is it because
The time?
Oh, not the time. The length of time. Like, what makes it trash? I just want to make sure. 'cause they're not
Compatibility
good.
only. Compatibility. That's all it comes
No.
down to.
Well, yeah, but for women, the women that's saying it's trash, is it trash because of the time? Is it trash because of he didn't hit it all different 5, 10 different positions?
It's a
Is it
plethora of
combination?
things.
Is it-
It can be the rhythm is off. The fact that he doesn't understand body cues.
So that's
It can
chemistry.
be yeah.
Yeah, chemistry, compatibility is all
Yeah.
it comes down to.
But it doesn't, because some guys, it doesn't necessarily mean me and you are compatible, but can be you understand body cues. So like you hit this one spot, you see how my body
Porn
reacts.
stars.
Oh,
Some guys are just like,
well, I guess I'm
Porn
fucking a whole
stars.
bunch of porn stars because Because if you understand body cues, it really works into your favor. So it might not necessarily be like we're just so in tune with each other. It has to be all that type of shit. I mean, if you are in tune, of course, everything will be intensified. But if it's not that type of situation, but you're just a smart nigga and just pays attention, like, oh, she moaned like this when her toes curl, like, oh, I see how her body is moving. Let me do that.
You know, mathematical problem.
God damn, who taking them kind of notes? We done took you out. We done paid for your meal. You got your crab legs. We watching body cues. I mean, god damn.
That's too much.
God damn.
It's the truth though.
Man.
But I don't feel like
this pussy ain't this great. I'm trying to get this nut to fuck one out of here. She know like this. Trying to get this nut to fuck one out of here.
You like, damn, was that a body cue? Well,
I got a body cue for you. What does that mean? 2 words.
Delete your number.
Go.
And delete the number.
And then sometimes I think some men just don't care. Yeah.
No, some men don't care.
No,
They're trying to get their nut.
Yeah.
And that's how they don't get seconds.
That's true.
No,
But some men just don't care.
Well, women.
They just.
Well, you don't get
They
a
still
with me.
second
Some
because
men don't.
motherfuckers like bringing flowers and all shit. They don't give a fuck because y'all wanted that shit. You don't come a bitch ass nigga in the first place.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still on that shit.
Bruh,
Yeah.
you don't have to give me flowers. See, my thing
You want
is
this root beer float then?
sure, but I like when niggas pay attention. Like, if you ask me what kind of flower I particularly like and you get it, that means you're listening. If I tell you what kind of, let's just say what kind of
Chocolate candy, I like.
yeah, like, and you like, hey, I thought about you today and I got you a Twix.
Chocolate
It doesn't necessarily have to be the most expensive thing, but if you're paying attention, that means something. It can be something very minuscule.
But if you just trying to fuck, it don't matter.
But I'm just saying, but you don't have to go. It's not the 90s where you gotta leave long voicemails on a bitch phone to get some pussy. Like,
I think that's
it's
so
weird.
romantic.
What?
Not like
Shit.
long voicemails. But
What?
I like the romance. I think
See?
that's gonna get you some.
I don't.
It all depends. Hey, all it is do the homework on the woman you mess with.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
Every
Woman
woman is
function
different.
like
As you get clearly see, we
Right.
all is different.
Bitch.
Because,
I get mine. I don't know.
because Sarita call you a bitch ass nigga if you bring her flowers.
On the first date. Thank you, Diamond, for knowing my flowers. That's my sis. But
What flower?
sunflowers.
Sunflowers.
It's always my favorite flower. But my thing
I'm about to
is,
bring some seeds. You let them bitches grow. You do
well, bitch, how about I put them in my mouth and spit them all in your goddamn face? How about that?
No, thank you. No, thank you. I got you these ranch.
I'm not saying that you are a bitch ass nigga if you get me flowers in general, but I don't appreciate it if you don't ask the question on the very first day. Now I'm saying if you talking to me on the phone and you say, hey, are you into flowers? Are you like a cards, candy type of...
But
and I ask
See,
girls
you-
don't
but
like
you
when
know
you
what's
constantly ask
Yeah,
and
I'm
know
not
what's
doing
coming.
that.
Some girls
I don't
like
want you to know what's
surprise. Like some girls will complain about that. Like
Girls will volunteer the
dang, he asked me
information
before he do something. Why can't he just get it and just?
But you're not gonna do that on the very first date. If your expectation is that on the first date, bitch, you crazy. Because like, this person does not know you. So the fact that you have a whole
I
scroll
don't have
of
those
what...
big expectations.
No, like I just want to
Just
vibe
say
with
no.
you. I want to get to know you. Preferably eat some good ass
She like the low keys
food.
will eat everything up. Do she eat everything up?
Yeah. So just take my
You like, God
Don't
damn it. Yeah, my ass out tonight. God damn. She
Don't
would
be
have
cheap.
traumatized nigga. God damn.
Don't be cheap. That's all I gotta say.
Don't be cheap and just take this. Like I said, take the time out to get the person. If Fridays is all you can afford, my nigga, like.
Fridays, I hate Fridays.
Yeah. But just she might be a bitch that like Fridays with you. You gotta figure that out. Like I'm not saying that there's a staple or these are Bible commandments. All I'm saying is that the one thing you need to do is get to fucking know the person. Don't assume a motherfucking thing. Figure it out.
Do your research.
Absolutely. Just like you would do it on a fucking car, do it on these bitches. Or do it on these niggas.
Real talk, if you take your girl to Fridays on the first date, make sure you got some Imodium in the car.
Some who?
Imodium.
Oh, I thought you said some emojis.
No, she definitely gonna have bubble guts by the end of the night.
Yes. That's
Yes,
true.
that or
I got this
Applebee's.
for you.
Oh, and one last don't. First date. No first dates at the movies.
Wow.
Yes.
That shit is the worst.
That is
You
worse.
cannot
We're not
do
talking.
Yeah, don't
You don't get to know each other. That's the.
It's
If you
just
get
the
to
way-
the
if
movie
you
first
want
and
to
then go to
movies,
dinner,
That's
That's
something you wanna
fine.
have sex.
but don't go to dinner and then go to the movies because
it's pointless.
It's pointless.
You're wasting time.
You killed everything.
So when they say the cliche dinner in a movie, that is not.
Yeah, they don't really get to know you. They're just trying to just be around.
Waste time.
Yeah, go to the movie first and then go to dinner. See what happens on the talk.
If a man tells me that he wants to go to the movies, I feel like he's not that interested because it's like you're gonna spend 2 hours with me, but you're not knowing anything.
Be with
me. Yeah, because I so rather see that movie.
And then you're gonna want to put your arms around me.
Niggas, I don't care about that shit. I got my own jacket. Nigga, I ain't cool.
Stay in your chair, nigga. Personal space.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here.
Some guys want to do the arm reach.
Leave me the fuck alone.
But you putting your arm around me, nigga, you still don't know me. You don't even know me enough to even touch me. So like, nah, we're all the way Gucci on that.
Damn, hold really think about that. The movies and dinner for that you spending $400 that night.
$400.
Think about
Where are we gonna eat?
You go to the movies. You go to the good joint, the VIP, because it's your first date.
Oh, you going to the?
I don't go to movies where there's fucking teenagers or kids. I do not do it.
So we going to like iPix or something.
Yeah. So you gonna spend $1 in there, damn near.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Then you gonna go eat. You gotta go to a good spot.
Yeah.
You gonna spend almost $200 on drinks and food. That's $300 right there.
So flowers and candies and notes and shit is excessive.
Exactly.
But VIP is
exactly.
Nigga, I want to be comfortable in this movie.
That's what I'm saying. Get the hell out.
And then then you gotta get snacks. They want popcorn. I mean, most of the good spots.
Preferably kettle.
You get complimentary popcorn when you go to the spots. But you gotta buy motherfucking drinks in there too. And then you gotta buy fucking candy. Candy, you gonna spend $45.
I don't even eat candy anymore, but yeah,
don't forget you gotta watch body cues.
If she do this and her seat, she move a little bit.
Yeah. In the dark too. You gotta say shit in the dark.
Right. If she keep moving an inch, she probably wants you to.
Oh
yeah.
Fellas, real talk.
That means you getting something tonight.
I don't know if you're getting something, but I'm interested.
So you don't know if you getting something, you go on a nice date.
The relaxation candy.
I'm not confused.
You don't know what you want.
Relaxation candy. I've learned over the years from every chick I've ever dealt with. If they come to your house, you go somewhere and you got some gummy bears or some Sour Patch Kids, boy, they niggas get comfortable as a motherfucker.
That must be the girl with the gold tooth you talking about.
It's never fucking failed.
That must be the girl with the gold tooth you talking about. That must be the girl with the gold tooth you talking about.
I really want to. I don't know.
He's on something.
I'm telling you.
Like a bowl in your room.
Yo, if you get them comfortable, if you have a woman comfortable coming in your house,
what type of woman is most comfortable after some gummies?
You be surprised. You be surprised.
Nah.
I used to set a trap every fucking time.
Y'all be
No, dead ass. Me and Dre lived together. We had no TV in the living room. Nobody put a TV in.
So replace that with gummies?
Will you fucking listen? I would go to Target and get the hardcore gummy bear. Yeah, I'm gonna put you on some real shit that works. I would go to Target and get the gummy bears, the big bag. I put them in like a Ziploc container. I would take them shits. Yo, I'm dead ass serious. I would take these shits and put them in the far corner of my bed. When they come in the house, there's no stopping in the living room. And you stopping there. There's a couch, there's no TV. Why the fuck are you stopping in? No point. Don't even do it.
Wow.
It's lit straight to the motherfucking bedroom. You go right to the bedroom. Mm-hmm. The house smell good. It's clean. Everything. You walk in the motherfucking bedroom. It's comfortable. It's really you be surprised. They see your bed, everything else is clean and smell good. The far side, I'm telling you why this far side of the bed. The far side of the bed, shoes come off at the door, and they dive right across the motherfucking bed to come. You got gummy bears? And start fucking them shits out. And once you're comfortable, your guards is down. And once your guards is down, you fucking the night.
She had to have a goal too.
That was strategic. It didn't fucking matter. Gold tooth or not. Once they got comfortable and got into this spot.
Gummy bears,
because it's a comfort little thing. It's a comfort food.
Gummy bears are a comfort food since when?
Bullshit. Do a survey. I promise you. I've done the research on this shit.
Well, you know they do got that commercial.
I've done the research on this shit.
That's probably planting it.
I've done the fucking research on this shit.
I'm not comfortable because the nigga got gummy bears. Now the fact that your room is clean, the fact that
I get what he's
It
saying.
smells
It's
because
gummy bears.
once you relax, you get them
And he
shoes
probably
come
got a
off.
big ass bed.
But I don't like
And
gummy
you got a big ass king size bed.
that makes me comfortable. Not them childish ass gummy bears. I don't give a fuck about that.
Yo, I've seen niggas seen it work like nigga.
Like, ooh, gummy bears, you just dive on the bed and shit head
Yup.
first? Nah,
Yup.
nigga. I'm
They go right across the
never.
bed because the shoes come off. You're not
Nah.
gonna walk in the nigga house and take your shoe. I mean, and put your shoes on nigga bed.
So what you gotta
No.
put? You gotta put one side of the bed up against the wall.
Well, if they
No,
How
feel
you get it
that,
to climb across the bed?
Because I put it in far corner. So when you walked in the room, you would see the motherfucking gummy bears on the corner.
These
And it
bitches
cut.
is childish as
I'm
fuck.
telling you, that
Like,
shit
oh, gummy
works.
bears are just like deep sea
That
dive
shit
into the
works.
bed and shit because you got
All
gummy
these-
bears.
Oh my, okay.
maybe some chocolate.
Can you please hit me up if you have ever fallen for a gummy bear trap?
You be surprised.
BLT Podcast IG.
I'm
Please
telling
DM
you,
me
that shit has
or
worked
go
tons of
to
times.
Twitter, Bitch Let's Talk,
Tons of times.
Facebook BLT Podcast. I need to know what type of you bitches are deep sea diving in somebody's bed for some gummy bears.
It's not for it's the comfortability part. Ask Chris. Chris seen it working and was like, what the fuck? She didn't believe it worked until she seen it. A million
I can
times.
believe it.
I can't believe
I can
it.
believe it. They
Not
gonna get on
gummy
the bed
bears.
and they
I think
gonna
I think everything else makes sense
And
besides
then,
the gummy
and then
bears.
had a motherfucking head wrap in
He's
the
saying
motherfucking
that's a
drawer.
way for them to get on the
Yeah,
bed.
have a head wrap ready for him and shit.
If you have a chair or
Instead
something,
of just like sitting on
and
the
a
bed.
red
sitting
on
on
the corner in the
edge.
motherfucking bathroom. Shit, I said all kinds of pussy.
maybe I'm just weird because
fucking crazy.
I always make myself comfortable. If we're going in the bedroom,
Crazy.
I'm gonna
I
let
know,
it
like
down.
you going over to the house.
You don't have
anyway.
no chair, my nigga. So the only thing is the bed.
No, there's a chair, but there's no TV. There's no reason to sit your ass in the living room. Because a lot of times they'll come in and like, oh, I sit in the living room and chill out. You know what I'm saying? You feel safe in that motherfucker. Your guards up, you still got some control. There's no reason for you to sit stop there. Nothing else is lit.
You should always
You got a
have
straight
control.
motherfucker path to the motherfucking room. Everything's great. You come look cool out here. You done came over
Feel
here.
like a
So your
Bill
guards
Cosby
already.
end or some shit.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
No.
Oh, shit, don't start that.
You ain't gonna do. You ain't gonna put me in that category. You ain't gonna do that shit.
Gummy bears.
All right. That,
Yeah, please hit me up. I want to know all you people.
that and the motherfucker.
The men
and
who have set the gummy bear trap and hasn't been successful for you, and the women who have
It's
fell
all
for the gummy
about
bear
comfortable-
trap and you gave some ass because of the gummy bears. I need
and
to
a
know.
roofie fruit.
What?
A what?
Roofie fruit?
The roofie fruit. That's what we call it.
Oh, this is a
is
Bill
that?
Cosby.
Yes,
session.
that is a Bill
No,
Cosby.
yes.
Roofie fruit. Wow.
You get the Dole pineapples and peaches, right?
Huh?
And I'm about to tell you what it is. You get the Dole pineapples and peaches. That's in the syrup. You pour half the syrup out. You fill the rest of it up with motherfucking Patron and Ciroc. And close it back up and throw it in the freezer. It's not gonna freeze, but it's gonna get real crunchy and what that shit called? How you call it? What is it? It's crunchy.
No.
Get the fuck out.
Like
But
slushy.
then
You mean
y'all
like
sit,
slushy?
yeah, like slushy. So you sitting there, y'all chilling, y'all me watching a movie. You got something sweet? Yeah, I
Kool-Aid,
do.
bitch.
Outside of the gummy
No.
bears, they already eat.
If you don't have that, if you want something, you don't have that.
They going in the sugar shop.
Tell her that it's alcohol in it.
Yeah, it's alcohol.
Right.
I got some joints I made. Yeah, I mean,
Call
got
it roofie.
Are you going to
Right.
tell us roofie fruit?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
No.
And
I'm telling you that. And that's
You
what you
gonna
want.
laugh.
That's what you going to do right there. You gonna fucking laugh. What the fuck is roofie fruit? I'm like, I'll serve it. No, I got you.
Until you get the wrong one and be like,
No.
motherfucker.
No. I come back
calling
with
the
the
cops
bowl.
on you right now.
I come back with the bowl, give you the bowl, like and you taste the liquor in it, and there's no hiding it. It's not like creepy. You taste like this shit good as a motherfucker. This shit good as shit.
Roofie fruit.
That's what we call it. We call it roofie fruit.
It's creepy.
Because
This
nowadays,
shit.
And you eat that shit.
Yeah.
That shit good as a motherfucker.
You so transparent, you can't get.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
but
nah.
say for instance she does have sex and then she like the next day, this nigga gave me roofie fruit. And then
That shit going right in the
Gotta
police
call it
report.
You can't though.
roofie fruit.
You better get a signed waiver or something first.
Nah, I mean I get what you're saying.
But you know what you give. I feel like if you give somebody something, like you tell them what it is. You tell them what's going on. You tell them it's liquor in it and all that.
That
But
makes
we just
you
call it roofie fruit as a
important.
joke. It makes you laugh. Roofie fruit.
Shit, Bill Price said.
Exactly.
Right.
What the fuck? No.
I got these Quaaludes.
You took a Quaalude and fucking nigga. That was on you. I don't give a fuck. You call Victor Wayne. You took a Quaalude and fucking nigga. That was on you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, everyone, I hope that you keep in mind all of our dating tips. I don't know about that gummy bear shit, but please let me know if it's been effective for you. Or
shout out to Roofie Fruit.
No.
Yeah. no shout out to no Roofie Fruit.
And I don't think that should be done on the first date.
Yeah, no, not on the first date. But I want to thank each and everyone for joining us. This has been very interesting. I've learned some new things.
Yeah.
If I want to trap somebody, just use some gummy bears and not have a
The
TV.
far corner of the bed.
In the far corner of the bed. That's how I get them.
All right.
That's how you get them. So for our Ask 3 for this week, Keisha said it's a guy at her job and she likes him and she believes that he likes her, but he hasn't asked her out. And she wants to ask him out, but she doesn't know what to do because they work together, and she wants to figure out what to do.
Don't do it.
Leave a nigga the fuck alone.
Right. Don't do it.
Flirting is fine,
Yes.
but officially, no.
Nah. Don't do
You
it.
can flirt.
Fuck no.
You can flirt at work.
You can flirt at work, but don't take it further than that.
It's all for
it
the
always
games.
get
Your ass in
complicated.
HR.
Right. It always get complicated.
It's all shit to
But
do.
see, there's a level to flirting. You don't necessarily touch someone. It can just be in conversation. You feel a vibe, but
But you can't
Yeah.
say.
They trying to get Morgan Freeman the fuck out of here for fucking things he said. What you mean?
That's
You can't say
You
shit.
can't say anything.
that's true.
You can't even listen.
Nowadays, but I mean, if you guys already feel that way, if she feels that way, I definitely believe that you should.
Yes, she feel that way until she fucking feel like she something you don't like that you done said.
Let me tell you something. You don't want to be beefing at somebody at work. You never want to fuck up your money. So
Right.
if there's
Okay.
any
That's why you
situation,
should just separate the two.
you know, if y'all cool, just keep it cool, keep it casual, smile, keep laughing his little corny ass
Unless one of
jokes.
y'all gonna quit. If y'all one of y'all gonna quit, do you?
Right. Now, at least somebody leaves the job, then you would do it. But I would say, like, just leave it alone. He hasn't approached you. Even if he does approach you, just kindly let him down because it is nothing worse than beefing at somebody and you still got the same motherfucker at work. You don't know how crazy people are. People are super petty. They might go to HR. They might post a picture of you naked, put it in the bulletin room, in the lunchroom. Niggas is crazy. So
But see, then y'all not looking at, like, it could be fake.
what can be fake?
They could be.
Oh, like they could get married.
Oh,
and
fate.
all that.
Fake.
Man,
If
fate.
What the fuck
if
didn't
it's
show
fake-
you
if
be
it's fake, then
watching?
quit.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. If it's
Fake,
fake,
then
then quit.
They
Yeah.
quit.
Ain't nobody gonna
Because
quit.
then y'all automatically going to the worst that can happen, not the.
I mean, there's positives, but my
But
thing is you
you
never
shouldn't.
want to be in a position where your money can be fucked up. You
Right.
never want to have somebody, you know, if there's a situation, they put all your business out on the front street
Yeah.
or they can report you to HR for doing something that has
I witnessed
the privacy
that.
of your own home.
Person.
You don't want that. So I would say, like, just whatever this little vibe you got, just keep that little vibe and keep on minding your
And
fucking
ladies,
business.
stop fucking your bosses. Stop it.
I mean,
Who
Don't
does
fuck your
that?
boss.
It's a lot of people that do that.
Oh.
and men, don't fuck your boss
Yeah,
either.
they do.
Yeah, don't fuck your boss either, bro.
Because y'all be...
Because when you get petty, your ass is gone.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You are out. Especially when you ain't digging her down the way she wants to.
Yeah,
You're
she
not
do.
giving her the attention that she want.
You missed her body cue.
Back though. Back though. Back though. You missed her body.
That's all you gonna hear all night.
You hit the F1, she wants to hit F12.
Is that
The- so I would definitely
That should be
say
a
just
t-shirt.
yeah,
Body key.
body cue.
On them, take a
And
look.
hashtag cognac. But
Say cognac.
yeah, that's Kurt's
Oh,
doing. So I would definitely just say leave that situation alone. Like if it's cute, just keep it cute, keep it casual, but don't get into anything unless, like Dietrich said, just fucking quit. So I wouldn't even waste my time on that because I'm telling you, you do not want that situation. I was a dummy. I dated somebody at work and it ended up being bad. I kept my job, but the situation could have been much worse. We won't get into that. But don't do it. Just don't fucking do it. Be cute, have a conversation, you know, whatever y'all kiki, and then, you know, fuck somebody else. So on to our words of wisdom this week. It is true friends stab you in the front. And that is by Oscar Wilde. So a lot of times we have people who betray you, who talk shit about you, who don't fuck with you, and you might think they fuck with you. And everything is behind the scenes. But people who love you, respect you, cherish you, they will bring that shit to your fucking face.
Yep.
Those are the people who really love you. We're like, you know what? I fuck with you, but what you doing is some bullshit. You need to get your shit together. They're going to bring things to your attention. They're going to be able to talk to you in your fucking face. And anytime they can't do that and they talking to someone else, they don't fuck with you like that. And you need to be careful because betrayal never comes from niggas you don't know. It doesn't come from strangers. So I appreciate all of my friends because they don't do shit like that, and I don't do shit like that with them. But just be mindful of the company you keep, because the people that you telling your business to, the people that you kicking with, be the same motherfuckers that are praying for your downfall. So just watch the energy, just watch the company you keep, and just stay positive. Watch that. Protect your motherfucking energy at all times. So I want to thank each and every one for coming. I hope you guys make better decisions in your dating life this summer. Times where everyone wants to be a little Tatiana. Just make sure you just do things that make you happy. And I appreciate every one of you. And this is Bitch Let's Talk.
If you can't get enough of the Bitch Let's Talk, you can always follow us on IG and Facebook at BLT Podcast and on Twitter at Bitch Let's Talk. If you want more content and updates on the show, you can always go to our website, bltpodcast.com.